Let's get going live. Yeah, the boys. We are good to go. Hey guys, how you going? Today on BKRsport. Bada bing, bada bang. We are back and we have got some more NRL action to absolutely slap down. We had some absolutely fantastic NRL action to slap down here between the Brisbane Broncos and the Penrith Panthers tonight. Now, this should be a good game here. Obviously, the Brisbane Broncos are going to be without Adam Reynolds, which really will hamper them. But overall, we're back in for another week of rugby league into round 12 now, which is effectively the last week before we start to red hot get into Origin. Now, if you guys didn't know, about 2 hours ago, we did a stream where we went through our Origin predicted lineups there, what I would do, preferably, obviously mixed it in with what I think was going to happen, but also what I preferably would do myself. So if you haven't checked that out yet, obviously go and check that out after we do finish off with this stream. But tonight, obviously, let's get into this game between two teams in very prominent positions that really want to be winning this game. Obviously, everyone wants to win, but this is a huge clash between two teams right next to each other on the table. The Brisbane Broncos are the home team here. Obviously, it's Indigenous round as well, which is great. We all love Indigenous round. Really love to see the culture come out on show of the Australian Indigenous people. So it's really good to see a round dedicated to them. We've seen it for a few years now, and it's always just such an awesome time, especially with the Indigenous players really showing out their pride for who they are and what their community does represent. So if you obviously do look at the NRL.com website, you will see the tribes and the communities that are represented by the place of like the Brisbane and Penrith. So the Broncos, they're represented by Yagara and Turba, while the Panthers are represented by Darragh. Now, obviously, guys, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Let's get into these two team lineups here before the game does get underway very, very soon. For the Brisbane Broncos today, Jock Madden is in. Adam Reynolds is out. Big out there. Huge out there. But then again, I just saw a stat the other day that said that the Broncos are like 4-5 without Reynolds. So they're not as bad as you think without the big man. But you did see last week against the Melbourne Storm, they just weren't that fantastic. They just didn't really kind of get it going a great deal, especially when he went out there, and obviously the Melbourne Storm won, but that game was really tarnished and ruined for a lot of reasons, of which obviously relate to the refereeing, in which we saw the referee and also the bunk get stood down. And the Broncos got obviously a few things taken away from them, but the Storm had a gigantic amount of things taken away from them. So I wouldn't say that Brisbane Broncos fans could be feeling like it was just an individual robbery per se, because I feel like the Storm were taken away 3 tries, but overall, really disappointing to see that the way that game was refereed. So I don't really look a great deal at that game for the performance of the two teams. However, when Reynolds was out, the Broncos didn't look that great. Now, the fullback today for the Broncos, Reece Walsh, he's going to have a big game here to try and put himself over Kalen Ponga. If you guys obviously saw, I did select Kalen Ponga as my fullback. Reece Walsh, a cracker player, but can he get the job done here against the Panthers, which is obviously very much like the New South Wales team. There's a lot of Panthers who play in that team, so can he face the cauldron here and really rip in to try and solidify that spot as number 1? It should be a good game for him. Jesse Arthurs and someone Cobb on the wings. Cobb obviously playing for an Origin spot as well. And Katoni Staggs and Herbie Farnworth are in the centres. You got Ezra Mam as the 5'8". Jock Madden is the halfback. Ew, that's going to be interesting. With Thomas Flegler and Payne Haas on the front row. Billy Walters in the number 9. Kurt Catewell and Jordan Rick in the back row. Maybe you might see Kurt Catewell having to play out of his skin to get that Origin spot, but I do think he locks in that spot there in the back row. He is also the captain. Patrick Carrigan, he's the lock, and he probably should be a lock for Queensland, with Corey Pakes, Corey Jensen, Kobe Hetherington, and Martin Tapau as the interchange. Dean Mariner is the 18th man replacement. So Broncos, pretty straightforward except for Adam Reynolds. I don't know what to really think about this team without their main man. It's going to be intriguing. It will be intriguing to see how they cope without the number 7. Now moving into the Penrith Panthers, Luke Garner is the in, Liam Henry is the out. Wells, but Edwards is going to have to play out of his skin. Jerome Luai is the 5'8". He needs to slap it down with Nathan Cleary, the captain in halfback. Moses Leota and James Fisher-Harris the front row. Mitch Kenny is the number 9. Scott Sorensen, incredible game last week. Incredible game for the Panthers last week. He's in the back row alongside Zach Hosking, and then Isaiah Yeo is the lock. You got Sonny Luke, Leslie Smith, Liam Martin, and Jamin Salmon, with the reserve being Luke Garner. I tipped the Panthers here. I can see a world where they get a good rip in and actually give them a bit of a touch up like the Rabbitohs did. But I am going to go a little bit safer here and say Panthers 1-12. I just think that overall, Yeah, it just looks like a game that the Panthers should be winning. They've got the quality in it. They come off the back of a massive win against the Roosters 4-4, even though the Roosters just aren't that great. You know, the Roosters just aren't fantastic at all. So yeah, I wouldn't really look too heavily into that being a Roosters of old, and more of a Roosters who are struggling. The Panthers put them away, which they should be expected to do. I did say the Panthers probably should win that game by a big margin last week. So yeah, 2 games last week that don't really represent a great deal for me. But overall, I think the Panthers win this one, especially with no Adam Reynolds. I probably still would have taken the Panthers even with Adam Reynolds, but it just makes it a little bit more easier of a tip in my personal opinion. But Broncos at Suncorp on Thursday night is, this is what they expect. This is what they have every single week. You got the Titans who are 7 weeks away from home, and you got the Broncos who are at home every single damn week. But guys, obviously hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Let's keep it cracking. Obviously, this is usually a bit of a lull in the NRL and AFL seasons where it's kind of like just chugging along until that origin, well, specifically NRL, and chugging along until that until that origin period happens, and then it just gets red hot from there. So it's been a good little chill out for the last couple of weeks. Probably even next week will be a bit of a chill out as well, and then, geez, it gets absolutely red hot. So let's get to the chat. Let's see what you guys are saying ahead of this big old game tonight between these teams. Let's open that chat up. We've already seen one Muppet get timed out. And let's go to live chat so that I've got you guys rocking and rolling here. Move that across there. Bingo. Sam Jenkins says, want to play first try scorer for $10. Let's do it, son. Let's do it. First try scorer today. We don't have Antonio to clutch up for us this time. We don't have Antonio. But I'm going to go with Stephen Crichton. I'm going to go Stephen Crichton today. Yep. I'm going to say Stephen Crichton gets the first try scorer in this game. AJ says, let's go to Titans. Trumpet Squad says, come on, Brisbane. Panthers need to lose. Broncos says, let's go Broncos. Big game. Olivia says, praying for a Broncos win for my birthday. Oh, happy birthday for you, Olivia. However, I cannot support the Broncos. I cannot do it. No. No, Olivia, no. Oh yeah, all the way in Zakitos in Greece, that's Dragons territory. Get around, it's 12:18 over there. Appreciate you for tuning in. Oh yeah. Good luck with your Dragons. They're going to play the Roosters, I believe, tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. That'll be an interesting game. I have tipped you Dragons, though. I have tipped your Dragons. Slava says, hope we get a draw. I don't want either team winning. A draw would suit neither of these teams. Neither of these teams, to be fair. So, I guess it kind of does in a way, because you get that factor of they don't have to think about points differential, but their points differential is both these teams are pretty good. I think maybe it will benefit the Broncos more, because if you look at the ladder here, which we'll go into the two positioning right now, the Broncos have a plus 88 points differential, the Panthers a plus 128. If the Broncos were to lose by a decent enough margin here, then obviously they come back down to the pack a little bit more. But points differential is very, very key this year. Manly and the Knights are lucky that they have that odd number through that draw, and right now their for and against is actually not that bad considering. They're actually not that bad considering. If they're on the same points as the Warriors, Titans, and Roosters, they're in 8, 9, and 10, then the Knights would be above. They would be above the Titans in 9th, and if Manly had it, they would be just above the Roosters, because the Roosters have a minus 65 points differential. So yeah, those two teams down there are pretty happy with their draw to not have to worry about all that kind of stuff. But if the Broncos were to lose this game, the furthest they could fall is they would go below the Panthers for 1. The Sharks have the potential, depending on this game here with the Panthers, if the Broncos, say, lose by 10 and the Sharkies win by 11, the Sharks would go above the Broncos as well, so they'd fall to 4th. The Storm, the points differential is not good enough for any of these other teams, so effectively the Broncos would finish in 4th unless they got absolutely drubbed here by the Panthers, and then the Storm absolutely drubbed the Dolphins. It's not completely out of the question, those two equations there. It would probably take about a 35, 40 point swing either way. Say the Broncos lose by 40. I don't think it happens, but say the Broncos lose by 40 and then the Storm win by something like that, then they would go up them too. But ultimately, you're not going to be seeing the Broncos drop out of the top 4 this week unless it is an absolute Christmas miracle for everyone who's not a Broncos fan. Panthers, obviously Broncos can go top of the table as well. Panthers, on the other hand, they can go top of the table if the Rabbitohs lose to the Eels tomorrow night, and would at least go into second above the Broncos there. They would be on equal top. If the Rabbitohs were to lose, we would see 3 teams, potentially 4 teams. Actually, to be fair, if the Rabbitohs are to lose and the Broncos are to lose, we could see a total of 7 teams. 7 teams on... Yeah, we could see 7... No, we could see a total of 6 teams equal on top of the table, which would be absolutely crazy there. But the points differential would be in favour of the Panthers in that regard. They would go to first position there. And then moving downwards, they would drop below the Sharkies if they beat the Knights. They would drop below one of the Storm and the Dolphins. So you'd be looking at 5th there. The Raiders can go above them too. So they could go to 6th. And then the Warriors, they go to 14. So no, the lowest the Panthers can finish this week is 6th, unless they had an absolute horrific where they lost by like 90 points, which we don't obviously think is going to be happening there. But yeah, still a lot to play for both these teams. Charlie Piper says, oh my God, my internet. Yeah, sweet. Welcome. I don't know what happened with the internet, but what happened here? Brighton says, we beat the Panthers round 1 in the rain. They've lost 3 games this year in the rain. St. Helens, Broncos, and Tigers beating this team without Adam Reynolds in the dry is going to be really tough. Yeah, and I like I said to you and everyone else who's been watching the streams, like I believe the Panthers win that game against the Tigers pretty well and significantly well. If it's in the dry, I think the wet weather obviously equaled the playing field a lot more, and the Tigers wanted it more and were able to grind it out. Panthers also, scoffed 2 tries that should have been easy tries, but it was their fault that they missed it. So yeah, I think that it is a much, much more difficult prospect here against the Panthers. And that was 2.5 months ago. But Broncos fans keep saying, not you, but Broncos fans keep saying, oh, we beat the Panthers already, we'll do it again. It's like it's possible, but you're also without 7, which was there in that game. You are at home, which is a benefit comparatively, but also we're 2.5 months away from that now. It's a whole different season to what it was back then. A whole different season. So yeah, really, it's going to be a massive, massive ask here for the Broncos to... it's going to be a massive, massive ask. Oh, what? Do we have the stream dropping in now? What's going on? Is the internet working? Are you guys good? So I'm seeing a couple of people saying that good to know it's not just me. It seems to have stopped now. Restart the page. Are we good? Can you guys comment in the chat if the stream is going all right now? Can you tell me? No, it's fine, mate. Okay, sweet. Yeah, sorry. A couple of people were saying that it wasn't working. Sam Jenkins says, restart the page. Locked in Crichton. X Factor says, big fella says, $160 donation if Panthers win 1-12. Total, Edwards, and Farnworth to score. Let's go Panthers. That would go really nicely. That would be a massive, massive treat because obviously it has been an expensive start of the season here for me with all the travelling. Obviously, we get a lot more home games for the Titans towards the end of the year. But I am going down to Sydney for the Bulldogs versus Titans game on Sunday. That'll be my last away game for, I think, 5 weeks. We have the bye next week. Then the Rabbitohs at home, which I'm so desperate for, man. I really miss C+8. Like, I really miss home. When you do what I do and you travel to every single game, trust me, you understand the significance of being at home. Truly, you understand the significance. So I really can't wait to get home. It's going to be such an amazing feeling playing the Rabbitohs. Regardless, win, lose, or draw, man. I just want to be able to stay home and just watch my team in front with my fans. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick of just having to watch it with everybody else of the other teams. And, it's all good fun. Love traveling. It's all good fun. But sometimes you just want to get home and just kind of enjoy it with the people that all want the same thing as you do. So yeah, that'd be anyway. What I was saying, X Factor, is that would go really nicely right now because it's been an expensive start of the season. Tay RJ's Music Channel says it's been ages. I'm glad I'm back. Welcome back, son. Welcome back. What's Broncos been saying, Jay? What's he been saying? Oh yeah, no one cares. Broggy Sports with the $1 donation. Get around. He didn't say anything, but he did donate $1, and that's what I like to see. Good on you, man. Troy says, let's go to Broncos. Mevita says, Broncos, what team will you be going for tonight? I think he's going to be going for the Broncos, considering his name is the Broncos. I feel like he might be going for the Broncos. I know it's confusing. I know it's hard, Medvedev, as a Crows fan. I know you find it tough, but I feel like he might be going for the Broncos there. Made out of a blaze the other night, Loafers Lodge. Well, there you go, mate. Well, there you go, mate. Get around you. Just got here. It's fine. Jimmy Taylor says upset of the round. Upset of the round, I would look at. Let's go have a look here what the odds are looking like. Obviously, guys, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. The game starts in 30 minutes' time. We obviously start up a little bit earlier here so we can crack on and have a bit of a chat. I don't know what all that was just then. All right, let's go here to the NRL. Let's see who the upsets are. So the Broncos are the underdogs. I don't see it happening. Dragons, Roosters, I've got the Dragons to win, to be fair. Rabbitohs and the Eels, I've got the Rabbitohs to win, but I think the Eels could have a good game there. I think that could be a bit of an ambush. I said that on my tipping stream. Sharkies and Knights, I think Sharks put a score past them. Tigers and Cowboys, I did tip the Tigers, actually. I tipped the Tigers there. Dolphins, because that's the last game at Leichhardt potentially ever. Dolphins at Melbourne. I've taken Melbourne. They're favourites. Titans to whoop the Doggies. And then Raiders Manly. I have taken the Raiders. But that's also, I'm getting the vibe about Manly. So I think that my biggest upset of the round would be the Dragons over the Roosters. I don't mind the Eels over the Rabbitohs, but I would still be a lot more safer to go with the Rabbitohs over the Eels, especially on the Indigenous round with Latrell Mitchell, Cody Walker, and the likes. These guys, Alex Johnson usually kills Indigenous round as well, so I wouldn't be enticed to go the upset there. But I do like the Dragons over the Roosters in that game, especially with them kind of bringing a few players back in. Let's go here to live. For some reason, that wasn't live. Beautiful. Someone says, any bets? A bet is, don't bet. Olivia says, Broncos, we know. There you go. Memphis says, Broncos, that's great. Are you backing the Panthers to win? Blazekippaxross says, being a God's country of New South Wales is the best thing you could ask for. Ooh, don't know about that one, son. I don't know about that one. I don't know what you're talking about there, because that's not God's country, son. It's not God's country. Exactly right, Brighton. Get into him. Serious, child. Don't be silly. What a seriously silly thing to say. What a seriously silly thing to say. Jimmy tells us Dolphins over the Storm. Not for me. Not for me personally. I understand where people are coming from in regards to the Storm boys being up to play against the old team. But Wayne Bennett has a horrific record against Craig Bellamy. And I think the Melbourne Storm will do pretty well. Yeah, I think the Storm will be the ones to win that game. But I can see the taste in wanting to go for the Dolphins in that game as well. And it says, I understand it now. His name is Broncos. The only explanation is he's a Broncos fan. If that's the case, he must be back in the Broncos. Thank you, Medvedev. Thank you. Thank you, Medvedev, for that one. Thank you very much. Thank you, Medvedev. Toadmate says, I'm a very serious person. As you know, Brighton would never say a silly thing. I thought that until you said the last thing about New South Wales being God's country. No. Olivia says, I think it's time to make a cuppa before the game kicks off. That's a great idea. You may want to. That'd be a great idea, to be fair. A cup of rum and coke, Jay says. Now we're talking. Now, exactly right, Olivia. But it's your birthday. What's this cup of tea? Bullshit. Get that rum and coke in you. Mevita says, who would you say is the dark horse team so far this season? Dark horse team. There's a lot of dark horse teams, to be completely fair. But right at this very second, I'll say the Titans. Brian says ours looks pretty sweet if you ask me. Okay, so let's have a look here outside of the Titans. Who I would look at. I would say, I guess, the dark horse team is if the Dolphins can keep kind of going on. I think that besides my boys, I'd say, the Dolphins, even though they have no fans, and it's a disappointment that a team with no fans is able to, achieve success. The Dolphins would be the darker of the horses, I guess. They would be the darker of the horses. I'm working tomorrow and I'm not Alex. Oh, you are not Alex? Alex is a vodka enthusiast mixed with tequila. You can't just have the vodka, you mix the vodka with the tequila. And working tomorrow, so be it. It is what it is. They can deal with it. Dasmate says Bulldogs. Bulldogs no good, mate. Bulldogs no good. No woof this weekend, man. No woof. I'm actually super confident this Sunday. I know that you're going to hate to hear that, but I'm actually super confident, eh? I don't know, I'm just getting something about it, I'm getting something like it could be a Titans little slap up. Titans little slap up. Javille says, I hope Penrith Panthers to win. Raiders going for 5 in a row could get it. Yeah, they could, and probably should. I've actually, as you would know, I've tipped the Raiders there. Let's go have a look at their next couple of rounds after that. I think they might get the bye next week alongside the Titans, with all those teams having the bye. No, they don't. They play the Rabbitohs next week, and then they play the Tigers. Ooh, so they're going to go probably 5 in a row against Manly. But let's go have a look at who they've played to get that 5 in a row. Broncos, yep, that was a good win. Dragons, whatever. Bye. Dolphins, okay. Bulldogs, whatever. And then the Eels is kind of a whatever. So besides the Broncos and maybe the Dolphins at best, it's not been that great. So, yeah, I think they beat Manly. I don't believe they beat the Rabbitohs, though, because I think the Rabbitohs win this week, and I think they win next week, and then I think they lose the week after that. Peter Barraclough says, good morning, everyone. Panthers to win by 10. I like it. I like that scoreline. Dasmate says, so I am, but that's me every week, and I always get disappointed. No, I'm genuine. Like, I know what you're saying. Like, I'm usually confident as well with the Gold Coast, but I genuinely get a good feeling. Like, the Bulldogs have the worst defense in the league. That's fact. The Titans have the second worst defense in the league, and that is fact. So, if the Dogs have a good attack, then they should be able to score points, because I know the Titans are going to score points, right? But the Dogs actually have the third worst attack in the league as well. So, it's like the Titans have the fifth best attack in the league. The Dogs have the third worst attack in the league. And it basically equals each other out with the last and second last in regards to defense. So that's why I'm genuinely confident in the Titans this week, especially going into a bye. And then this is our last away game for a little bit. It's our last game outside of this little area, because we have that Rabbitohs game. We have that Tigers game on Thursday night at home as well. And then I think we might play the Broncos at Suncorp, if I'm not mistaken, on the Sunday. Let's quickly have a look here. I know we have the Bulldogs away, bye, Rabbitohs at home, Tigers at home, and then we have the bye again. And then we have the Broncos at Suncorp, and then the Raiders away. So we're in South East Queensland for 5 weeks after Sunday. And then we take on the Raiders, and then we're back home against the Dolphins, away to the Eels, and then we get Roosters at home, Cowboys at home, Warriors at home. We get a real good stretch of games at home. We'll come home like a train. I promise you that. We will come home like a train. So, yeah, I understand that you're obviously confident. Everyone's going to be confident in their team, but I think that what I'm saying makes sense to a lot of people as well. X says he's Loffy out against the Dogs. I was trying to do a try-score multi, and he's not listed on Sportsbet. He is not. So I would bet on Jojo Fafita. You can bet on Aaron Shoop, who'll go into the centre. But I would bet on Jojo Fafita. But Shoop is going up against his old team with the Doggies, so maybe it could be a good shout. Dennis says it's always Titans 13+. You are correct, it is. Mevita says, would you think Broncos beating Panthers is more of an upset than Para beating South, even with no Reynolds? Broncos beating Panthers with no Reynolds is more of an upset than Para beating South. Because Para still have a good team on paper. It's not like their team is just full of scrubs. They've still got a very, very good team. You know, and the Eels are... They're going to give it a real solid go, man. Clint Gutho, Dylan Brown, Mitchell Moses. I know I'm not a big fan of Josh Hodgson whatsoever, but overall their team is good. And they've just added in Joe Offahengawi, who hasn't been getting too much of a crack at the Tigers, and he won't come in immediately, obviously, but when he comes in, that probably will affect Hopgood's minutes maybe, or maybe Ryan Maddows, but I think maybe Hopgood's probably predominantly. Jeff, but that's another really good addition to their team. It's a very, very good addition for their team. Jeff says Broncos is one of my favourite friends' teams. I'm so sorry that you have a friend who's a Broncos fan. Yeah, exactly right, Jay. You don't need friends like that. You do not need friends like that. Truckin' Down Under says, Jevil, tell your friend the Broncos suck. Good. That's a great comment there from Truckin'. Very good comment there. Cortez says, kia ora, bro. Peter Barraclough says, what does people think Bulldogs for the spoon? 8-1 with bookies. No, I don't think the Bulldogs are a spoon team. I don't think they're a spoon team at all. I think that they've been unlucky with injuries so far this season. They're better than that. They don't really have any excuses anymore. I don't believe they make the 8 by any means, especially with the points differential of minus 95 right now. But the Doggies are a better team than their placing suggests. However, I'd probably put them more towards that 13-12 range. I think I'd put them there. But then again, the Eels should be better than where they are. Cowboys should be, but they'll probably drop back into that area, that bottom 4 this week, in my personal opinion. I think Knights drop down as well. So yeah, look, I don't have them there, but 8-1 is good odds. Like, I think it's a cheeky 20, cheeky pineapple. You chuck them on there, but personally, I don't think it happens. But it's worth the risk, I guess, as long as you're willing to lose it. Fox Sports Lab 2023 predicted finish: the Broncos 88% for the top 8, 98% for the Panthers. I remember when it was 98% for the Broncos last year to make the 8. Ooh. Top 4 for the Broncos 45%, 79% for the Panthers, and 17% for the top 2 for the Broncos, 51% for the Panthers. So the Panthers are basically guaranteed at this point. Dasmate says back-to-back premiers are overrated. Oh no, who said this? Leo says Panthers are overrated. Oh boy. Come on, man. What you shit talking about, man? Deary me. Jimmy Taylor says, do you believe Cherry Evans would have made the Titans more consistent had he honoured his contract? Yeah, but I don't think we win with him. Jevil says, Chuggin, no, he can follow what team he wants, and I'm not going to do that to my own friend. You tell your friend the Broncos suck, and he sucks because he supports the Broncos. Troy says, what time is kickoff? Kickoff is in 20 minutes time, mate. So plenty of time for everyone to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. But Jay did get told, and so did Trucking. Jay and Trucking, they got told, mate. Jevil got into him. Get into him, Jevil. Slap him down. They're the ones telling me to say this. I definitely don't hate the Broncos, mate. Definitely not me. Definitely not me at all, son. Definitely not me at all. No way. Member says that Leo Panthers overrated. Come on, man. What you mean, Panthers overrated? It's like when I had the last year I had to deal with some Muppets saying Tedesco shouldn't be the fullback. You're like, come on, man. What are you talking about? Tedesco shouldn't be fullback for New South Wales is wild. Tyree says Panthers Rabbits Grand Final, the dream Grand Final. I disagree. I think that is a good Grand Final, but I think that's your dream Grand Final. I think that the best Grand Final that we could see could be between Panthers and Sharks. And I also think the Sharks and Rabbitohs with 2 full teams could be the one. I think that would be a really exciting game. And I think we'll go down to the wire. Both those games, yeah. I think the Rabbitohs win and I think the Sharks beat the Panthers. But I think the Rabbitohs beat the Sharks. But then again, you guys know this. I predicted the Sharks and the Rabbitohs pre-season, and I still back it in. I know the Sharkies have been a little bit loosey-goosey lately, but overall, we're at the middle part of the season. They're still in the top 4, and their points differential is plus 68. So they're not too far off the pack. They're not too far off the Broncos. They could go above the Broncos this weekend on points differential. Could technically go above the Rabbitohs, and probably won't go above the Panthers unless the Broncos got a good win, which would then sacrifice that Sharks team from being able to go above them. So... the Sharks are not too far off it. People are sleeping on them a little bit just because of their defensive woes recently, in my personal opinion. Mr. Rivers said, this won't be this year, but I would love a Broncos versus Dolphins grand final. Bro, that's not going to happen for a very, very long time. A very, very long time. The Dolphins are having a first year of dreams, but the Dolphins are not built for success in the near future. Their team is based off of old experienced guys at the Storm that has done well for them. And then they've got, guys like Amisa, that's great, but overall their team is not built for long term, in my personal opinion. They've got youngster in the halves in Isai Katoa, and Sean O'Sullivan's fine. He's not a crazy deal young, I don't believe. Actually, how old is Sean O'Sullivan? I'm pretty certain he's like mid-20s now, isn't he? Sean O'Sullivan. Sean O'Sullivan is 24 years old. So, he's definitely young enough. Well, yeah, I would say that the Dolphins, I don't back in long term, but I think they've done a really good job this year. But they could easily prove me wrong as well, Troy Harris, get around here. Welcome to BKRmy. Appreciate you for joining up as a member. Appreciate you for joining up. Jacob McDonald, big fellas, is ready for the week that the Warriors cement themselves in the top 8, mate. Mate, they got to buy. They literally could finish out of. They get the bye. They could still finish out of the 8. If the Titans were to beat the Bulldogs by 24 points, 4 tries, which we all know they've got a tag as long as they can defend, the Warriors would literally fall out of the 8. So, because the Raiders could definitely beat the Manus Eagles. You don't go above the Dolphins or the Storm due to the points differential of -6. You could win your bye and still fall out of the 8, mate. You could win your bye and you could still fall out of the 8, mate. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, man. Warriors fans in shambles. But they're right. That comment on Tedesco was silly. I was very silly. We've got a lot of silly people around, Olivia. Olivia says, I really don't think we need another Brisbane team. They were talking about the Brisbane Tigers. I just don't like it. No, I would love a second New Zealand team, ideally. Or a Perth team. Or a Pacifica team. And I would love the North City Bears to become defunct. I think that's my ideal options of all those teams. Of all those places, I would say, yes, to New Zealand, second team, Pacifica, Perth, and defunct to the Bears. But yeah, Brisbane Tigers for me, not the go. I guess it helps me in a lot of ways to not have to travel to Sydney all the time, and helps the travel on the Queensland teams. But yeah, I'm pretty certain Brisbane to Sydney is like closer than Brisbane to Townsville, isn't it? How far is it? I should know, considering I've done both trips many times. Brisbane to Sydney flight time is like an hour and a half to hour and a half. Yeah, hour and 35 minutes. And then Brisbane to Townsville would be, I went there, I think it was like 3 hours, wasn't it? Oh, 2 hours and 5 minutes. Yeah, so it's longer from Brisbane to Townsville than it is Brisbane to Sydney. So, yeah, that would benefit, I guess, in regards to travel time. Cortez says Edward's stats are off the charts and consistent compared to Tedesco this year, but no way will he get the number 1. Bingo. Olivia says it's too close to the West Tigers. No, they wouldn't be allowed to call them the Brisbane Tigers. They wouldn't be allowed to do that. You can't have 2 teams with the same name. So it wouldn't be the Brisbane Tigers or the East Tigers or whatever. It would just be they're the ones applying for the license. It's like with the Dolphins. The Dolphins applied for a license. They were not allowed to use the Dolphins' name, so that's why the Dolphin... No, sorry, they weren't allowed to... No, what was it? No, sorry, the Titans did it, and then they weren't allowed to use the Dolphins' name back 20 years ago, 16 years ago, but that's because the Dolphins wanted to be a team. You can't have two Tigers, so unless they're trying to get rid of the West Tigers, they will not be getting it. And Medvedev says it would be weird having two Tigers. No, it's not. They wouldn't have two Tigers clubs in the comp. Olivia says, now Qatar wants the Rugby League World Cup. It's crazy. Yeah, they don't have a team. They don't have any players. So that if they get it, it's just ridiculous. But then again, the money they'll be willing to offer is insane. Is the Brisbane Firehawks the same push, Trogan? Are you sure that's the same push and the same... I think that could be different, isn't it? I know Brisbane Firehawks was a name that was touted. It was a name that was touted. But I'm not too sure if that's the same as the Brisbane Tigers bid there. I'm not sure. Let me know. Give me 1 second here. I'm all over the shop. He's all over the shop today. That's two different ones, I think. Yeah, I know there's one from like Ipswich that we're trying to get in as well. Not the Ipswich Jets. It could have been the Ipswich Jets. I'm not sure. Let's bring in Coonabarra brand Kookaburras. Ain't that got a ring to it? Yeah, Tripper Snipper. Do you know about that one? Don't know about that one there, son. I don't know what that was in front of my face either. Coonabarra brand. What have you made me say just now? Have you made me say something silly? Coonabarra. Oh, no, this is a place. I thought you tried to make me say something silly. People try it all the time. Coonabarra brand is in New South Wales somewhere. This is Truckin's local horn. There's probably about 3 people who live in this place. Probably about 3.5 people. And they all live at John Oxley Caravan Park. Now, where is this place, though? It's near Nundy. Gilgandra. Heard of that place. Heard of that place before. It's near Gunnedah. Get around the dogs of Gunnedah. Get around the old greyhounds. The Gunnedah Greyhounds. Get around it. Yeah, thank you for the offer. I'm going to have to pass on that one and disappoint all 3.5 people from the place of Coonabarra brand. Iggy says, Mount and Miners. Do you know how hot that would be? Tripper Simmer says, what's your tip tonight? I'm taking the Panthers here. I do see a wobble there with 13+, but I will go the safe option of 1 of 12. Trucker Dunn says, Brisbane Tigers use the name Brisbane Firehawks in their original bid to enter the NRL. So they are the same team. Okay, thank you. They are the same team. 10 minutes to go, you guys. 10 minutes to go here until the game does kick off. Hit that big old thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new around here. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Whip it on. Actually, no, we've got 3 minutes to go. Sorry, I didn't realize it was a 7:50 p.m. game. Sometimes it starts at 8. It's actually 7:50 p.m. So we're about to start. Gee whiz. We're about to fly home. Fly home. Jay says, what happened to the half a person, 3.5 people population? Don't ask me, mate. Ask the New South Welshman. Ask the New South Welshman what they've been doing down there, the sickos. Sam Jenkinson says, bring in the Logan Magpies. How about we don't bring in another South of Queensland team? That'd be nice. Brian says, the Jets are a successful club, just like the Dolphins, where it would make sense if they would pick another Brisbane team, but I doubt it. Yeah, because they have like a stadium out there, like a decent enough stadium out there. Aaron Mahoney says, hey mate, I enjoyed your Nice and Titans vlog. Appreciate that one, man. Obviously, that wasn't my best vlog, but it was a vlog nonetheless. It's always good fun. Obviously, you'll see another vlog on Monday where I go to the Bulldogs game in Sydney. But yeah, obviously, the games that we win is a lot more of a fun vlog. I'm not going to lie to you. But no, it's good time nonetheless. Good time with my friends. Good time with my friends down there. Not a good result, though, Aaron. Not a good result, double A Ron. Tripper Snipper says, same goes, 14 on the win. Good stuff, lad. Jerry Bowes, the Panthers by 11 to 20. I like it. Reggie Rock says, who you got? I'm taking the Panthers. Eagles says 3.5 people. Listen, it's New South Wales. You never know what's going on down there. Star Wars Fanboy says, just finished my assessment. Now we can sit back, relax, and enjoy some footy. You won't be enjoying nothing on Sunday, Star Wars Fanboy. You won't be enjoying nothing because the doggies are going to get slapped. The doggies are going to get absolutely slapped and mundossed by the greatest team that has ever existed. Medvedev says, Titans vs Eels, my favourite vlog so far. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good vlog, as some call for Magic Round. I enjoyed that myself, actually. Tripper Snipper says, seriously, do you do all these without having a drink or anything? Because that's fair legit. I have water from Macro Mike. Yeah, the boys. Macro Mike sent me another package, and there's some good stuff in it that you guys are going to be seeing on the vlog. I might even talk about it in tomorrow's stream. But yeah, Macro Mike, we've been sent a nice little package of some damn good protein bars. They are very, very good. Use code AMBBlaze for a discount at checkout. Bang, thanks for coming. Also, they've got some big discounts in June. Like, really big discounts coming up. Aaron Mahoney says, did you go to Port Stephens, Nelson Bay region, or did you just be around Newcastle? No, I stayed in Nelson Bay. I stayed in Nelson Bay. So they have come out here. Oh, this is a shocking crowd. What the shit? Brisbane. What the shit, Brisbane? Am I crazy? Am I seeing something outrageous here? There's no way I just saw an empty crowd behind. What's with all these seats, Brisbane? What is with all these empty seats? Since when has this happened? By the way, we're just doing the Indigenous ceremony right now before we do get started. There's a heap of seats here. Brisbane, man. You're always talking about how you're the best fans in the comp, even though you disappeared for 3 years. But, well, let's just see. Olivia says it's Thursday. That hasn't stopped Brisbane fans before, you bandwagons. Justin Sundo says, let's go and finally not work on Thursday night. No try first date. Love. Bingo, Sundo. I love it. I love it. I do love it. I'm going to say Addo-Carr's 10 tries on the weekend. No, you're not. No, you're not. It's not true. Aaron says that, it's a very nice place now. Let's enjoy tonight's game. Oh, beautiful place. Beautiful. Triple Seven says, to be fair, they had a whole round there, so it makes sense. Demo says, best fans in the NRL. Oh, yikes. Bloody hell, Schmoggers fans. Bloody hell, Broncos fans, Schmoggers fans. If you're watching this, you better be watching it at the game. Because I'm here. That's not what the crowd looks like, but I'm here. He only drinks Fiji bitter. Yeah, get a bit of bitter in you. Get a bit of Fiji bitter in you. Someone says, probably better to watch at the pub than go to the game. I was actually talking to a friend of mine today, and I was saying to her, you know, I can't watch games anymore, like at the pub or with friends or whatever. I can't. I'm either at the game or I'm here. I can't do it. It's weird because if there's a game that I'm watching that I'm not streaming, like if I'm at a Titans game and then finish it up and then I watch the last little bit of the game, I feel like I'm commentating in my head or commentating. I literally will talk to my friend that I'm sitting with as if I'm commentating, like what I do here. So it's ruined for me. I can't do it by myself anymore. I can't do it no more. No more, man. Actually, this is what happened on the Dragons and Cowboys game last week when I was with everyone in Newcastle. They will all be there on Sunday, the Brisbane fans. I know it's Saturday. Oh, the Dolphins, when they play the Storm. Yeah, that's where all the Broncos fans will be. Mevita says, so work is more important than a Broncos match. Brizzy fans must be out of their minds. Well, we all know they're out of their minds, mate. That's regardless of the footy, though. So we've still got this Indigenous ceremony right now. Actually, we might actually be going at 8 o'clock. I was right. Dad says, rather go to a game than watch at the pub. Bingo. Are you going on Sunday, Dad? Are you going to the game? Star Wars Fanboy says, I'm not Aboriginal at all, but I love watching Indigenous round. The pre-game seems so special. I've actually been saying to you guys for a bit, I've had this like weird urge in the last 6 months to really experience the Indigenous side of Australia. I don't know what it is and where it's come from, but there's just been this really strange urge that I've had that it just feel like I want to immersify myself in Indigenous culture and like a holiday and stuff like that. I don't know, it's just come out of nowhere. Baby says, Halasite, blue moon. You saw me standing alone. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Without a dream in my heart. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Without love of my own. Blue moon. Jerry Bowes says Crichton first try, got $50 on him at 14 to 1 is what he's at first try score. Is pretty insane. Alright, here we go, guys. The game's about to get started here. Drop in the chat right now your prediction for this game. Do you believe the Brisbane Broncos win, or do you believe the Penrith Panthers win? Put a horse emoji in the chat if you think the Broncos win, or put a... Is there a panther emoji? Or put a claw. How about that? Put a claw emoji. Is there a claw emoji? Shit, I don't know. What do you think I am? Some emoji, man? What do you think? It's a BKR emoji? It's BKRsport, mate. I don't know what the emojis are. Jerry Boyce, that getting around it. Artie says, hopefully we get an entertaining game. We'd love to see that. Well, that looks like a tiger. That looks like a warthog. Medvedev looks like he's just put a warthog in the chat. But at least people are saying close enough to the Panthers. This crowd is pathetic considering it is Broncos, Panthers, Indigenous round at Suncorp. FYI. Don't care it's Thursday. Gee whiz. So Fisher Harris, not a great run to start off the game there. It will be first take, only 8 minutes out even their own line. Justin Sundos, no try first, 8 under 39.5 and half highest scoring Panthers win. Well, you haven't got a second half highest scoring Panthers win, easy money. Yeah, I like it. Third tackle now for the Panthers. They'll be at the 22. Shimokos by 4 points. At least we've got a Schmonkos fan calling the Schmonkos now. We're starting a trend. 4 tackle now at the 30. Stars fan versus Panthers winning 13 plus. Don't mind it. There's some good space out here on the left for the Panthers, but they're obviously going through the forwards to start off the game. Not a bad set considering they started off quite slowly. 5th tackle here at the 40. And they give it back here to Cleary. I think Liam Martin needs to have a really big game tonight to try and solidify his spot in that Origin team. A good take there by Reece Walsh. He's going to bring this ball. Hey! Reece Walsh. Oh, well, no. Well, no. That's an obstruction. Hello? How has everyone skipped that? You can't just run behind the player like that. It was a great run from Reece Walsh, but there's no way you don't call that obstruction just then. To get away from the Panthers defenders, he just literally hello? I'm going to have an aneurysm. How on earth have you not seen that, referees? You can run behind your own players, he states that. He literally bounced off. It was a great run by Reece Walsh and then bounced off and then literally just ran around his player. Hello. To the referee. 5th tackle now for the Broncos at the 45 and then Jock Madden's going to put that ball in the air. Pretty basic kick. And this is what you should expect. Oh, but you got Jordan Ricky. Holy shit. Jordan Ricky. That was a huge hit. What a start to this game for the Broncos. An obstruction not called, and Jordan Ricky comes in and just absolutely slaps her at the rover. Oh, that's it. Well, he's going down, but I haven't seen that called high, but he was going down. Sowers family says, don't tell me the refs are going to be with the Broncos 2 Thursdays in a row. Don't start it, please, Sowers fanboy. We've gotten over that. Oh, penalty Panthers. Penalty Panthers there. Don't start it, please. If we have to talk about the referees from last Thursday, I might cry. I might cry. Do you want me to cry, Star Wars fanboy? Look, it might be fair because you'll be crying on Sunday, so it's all good. Sunday says Rip Pen is no good. It wastes a bit of time for you actually, and the Panthers only kick it to the 50, so you're not in too bad of a situation. So Panthers here with the ball at the 50. Luai nearly get that forward pass to Isaiah Yeo, but did not pass it. Total still want to be Burton. Gee whiz. So first tackle at the 45. It'll be Mitch Kennedy off to Cleary. Cleary underneath here to Leota. And Leota gets his ball here to the 35. I did put the VC in Supercoach on Payne Haas this week. Obviously, you know, it's a good shout, especially in a game like this, going up against a big, solid team in the Panthers. And if he scores a try, well, gee whiz, who's your daddy? But, yeah, I think it was a great shout. Isaiah Yeo can't get the off the way. It'll be 4 tackle at 20. Tanner says, I wish Adam Reynolds was playing so we could really see where the Broncos are at. Yeah, exactly right. Because the Broncos will use that as an excuse regardless of the result here. Right-hand side, Edwards. Short ball, Hosking. Oh, good tackle there by Ezra Mam. 5th tackle now. 10 minutes out. They go left-hand side here to Nathan Cleary. Cleary puts that ball up in the air there. Oh, good take there by Tony Staggs. And Peachy was going for it, but he couldn't get it. Staggs here. Geez, this is a really good start for the Broncos. Are they going to have this same energy throughout the entire game, however? Olivia Rees is paid to score. What, are you crazy? Are you crazy, Olivia? Are you crazy or something? Go on, somebody else says, Panthers 50 bomb or as Broncos can't win the comp anymore. That would be beautiful. That'd be very beautiful. That'll be third tackle now. No, sorry, second tackle for the Broncos at the halfway point. They had the 7th tackle set from the catching goal by Tony Staggs. Got Panthers to win tonight, we'll see. BP, mate, you're a Parramatta fan. You shouldn't be wanting that. No, it doesn't really matter to you down there in the bottom 4. 4th tackle, I don't know why I just slapped. That's not right play the ball. There's no way. So 5th tackle at the 25. Just little calls not being called right now. Just little calls. So right-hand side here. Good chase there. There's no way you can call that. Good take there. And Edwards is taken down at the 3. Good run there by Sonoruva to the 10. Sonoruva. Cleary looks even weirder without his little mullet. Yeah, he got rid of the old mullet. Still got the chin. Still didn't do anything about that chin. But he did get rid of the mullet. 3rd tackle with the Panthers. Jeez. The Broncos are doing to the Panthers, as we currently speak, what the Panthers do to everybody else. That's what they do. The Panthers usually will just keep you inside your own defensive 20 for their entire set, force you to kick from 20 to 25, 30, and then they're back on the attack already. The Broncos have kept the Panthers inside their 25 here on 5th tackle. They kick it around, down. Good kick there from Cleary. But now the Broncos are already back on the attack. Reece Walsh into the 41 on 1st tackle. And this is what the Panthers do best. And the Broncos are giving it to them in the way the Panthers would normally do. Broncos here. Good run by Jesse Arthurs. 48 metres out here with the Panthers line. I just worry about this intensity for the Broncos and if they're going to be able to hold this out. Farnworth here. 35 metres out, third tackle. Broncos are well on top though. Right-hand side to Payne Haas. Oh, if he had got the offload away, jeez. Broncos at 23. Jeez, this is absolutely ambush right now. Oh, wow. How did he catch that ball there, Tony Staggs? They're 8 metres out for the line. Fifth tackle. Broncos. Walters off to Jock Madden. Madden up in the air. Oh! Knocked back, but Hosking picks it up. Oh, fortunate bounce there for the Panthers. Wow. Yeah, exactly right, Sundo. You are shitting bricks right now, but you... I'm not going to say you're so... Yeah, son. Crichton! Oh, good run, though, to the 20. Jeez, needed that run. What a hectic start. Go on, somebody else. The Panthers need to make meters from this set. Thank you, Give Wise to Make Your Mouth, for a fantastically intellectual comment there. They do need to make meters from this set. And ideally in this game, they would like to score at least a couple of tries. At least. That's what they would like. So, fourth tackle here. Edwards up to Luai. They've made some good meters here. Give Wise to Make Your Mouth, you called it. You did call it. Sowers famous. Do you think Scotty Sorensen has another legacy game? That was an incredible game last week. He was so good. He was very good. Get away something your mouth says, I'm never wrong. You're a Dragons fan. So that would be you were wrong since birth. Iggy says, I hope we keep... Oh, penalty to the Broncos. 21 metres out from their own line. Justin Sunday, you're better safe, my friend, for the time being. You're better safe. Zach Hoskin gives away the penalty there. Iggy says, I hope that we keep the scores close if we lose. Don't want to see a Fetty Bomb get put on us. I don't see... The only way I see a Fetty Bomb get put on here is if the Broncos have put too much energy into this first 10, 20 minutes and then tire out. We see the Titans do it a lot. The Broncos and Titans, I'll say this to you guys a lot. The Broncos and Titans are pretty much the exact same team, but the Broncos are much more developed than the Titans. The Broncos try to score on every play. The Titans try to score on every play. The Broncos defense is actually not exactly that fantastic. Have the ability to, but isn't. That's the difference with the Titans. The Broncos have that ability for great defense. Titans haven't really showed that so far. But both teams are very similar in the way that they play the footy. So, it's, yeah. Look, the Broncos just need to stop trying to play every single attack. Every single attack. All right, 8 minutes into this game here. 6 again for the Broncos, 30 minutes out. Only win $100, like a bit of fun at the moment. Not going as hard as I had before. Sunday, mate. Good man. Reece Walsh, left their side. Farnworth. Farnworth still going here. It's first tackle. They're 15 metres out. Gives the ball out to Billy Walters. Walters to Carrigan. Carrigan's still going. Now he'll be taken down. Oh, offloads it to nobody. Loses about 15 metres in the place, and that's not great. Billy Walters, though, wasted everyone's time with that play. And Selwyn Cobbo will get taken down 15 metres out from the line, second tackle. Baby says, pass of some called ground looked like Swiss cheese. You reckon still not fixed after Magic Round? Magic Round wasn't actually as bad as we thought. But, okay, well, 5 minutes after the line, third tackle. Wait. Third tackle here, 5 minutes after the line, 9 minutes in here. Billy Walters, I think, oh, that's bullshit, referee. Let the play through, man. Let the play through, man. Third tackle here, at the back to 10. Paddy Carrigan to Madden. 5 minutes out. You stopped all momentum for the Broncos in that play just then, referee. Fourth tackle now, left-hand side off to Carrigan. No, not the play. Pass the ball at the back. Fifth tackle now, 3 minutes out. 3 minutes out. Left-hand side off to Ezra Mann. Farnworth. Oh, it's fifth tackle, but he got the ball away, actually. Reece Walsh kicks it through, and that was an absolutely horrific fifth tackle option. But again, I do blame the referee for that one because he stopped the play on third tackle and the momentum was just going bang, 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 bang. BB's passes, that's right, the Suncorp ground. Not looking fantastic, a lot of holes and divots, but it's to be expected after the Magic Round. It wasn't as bad as we thought, though. Something over here with the ball, the 30, third tackle. 10 minutes gone here, guys, the first half. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here. Panthers aren't making enough meters, though. Oh, Carrigan with some good old-fashioned get out of my face to Fisher Harris. Oh, a bit of a biffo here. Oh, I thought it was going to be a biffo. We want the biffo. Isaiah Yeo to Moses Leota. The intensity in this first 10 minutes is out of this world. Brighton says, we didn't want that momentum anyway, ref. Cheers. Well, good that you didn't want it because you're not going to get it. But yeah, I don't think the field looks that bad. It's not perfect by any means. It's not fantastic by any means, but I don't think it's that bad. Good tackle there by Zach Hosking on Jesse Arthurs. Unless Panthers pull away late, this is looking like a really close, gritty game that has a lot of attack in it as well. Mizzo says, hey, mate, will there be a dance show during halftime? I'll give you a dance show now. Get a bit of the LT shape, mate. Hey? Get a little bit of the LT shape. So, forward tackle here at the 45. Right-hand side off to Paddy Carrigan. He'll be 43 minutes out from the line. Reds game tomorrow and Dolphins Saturday. Oh, the Reds play at... is that the last game of the Rugby Union Super Rugby season? Oh, that's not a good kick. Oh, no, that's definitely not a good kick there for the Broncos. So it'll be a 7-tackle set. Reggie Rock says, this field is rubbish. It's not great. It's not as bad as it looks, but it's not great. It's definitely not great. But yes, it definitely does look slippery. You are right. Malcolm says, I haven't bet in 5 months, still recovering losses. That's because you're a Warriors and a West Ham fan. That is never a good mix to be betting on the old sport. You know what that? Get him bouncing. Mate, got to bounce him. So Fish. Oh, that's a high tackle. Flegler's definitely give it. Yeah. Flegler gave himself up there. I don't think the referee was going to call a penalty, but because, and I think it was a high tackle, but Flegler looked directly at the referee and just, he can't act for shit, man. Holy damn. That was so, he literally is. Let's have a look here. Yeah, it bounced off the chest, but it's like he does go collect with him high. But Flegler gave himself up in that situation. Great kick here from Cleary. All right, here we go. The Panthers. We want Stephen Crichton to score here first, guys, because Sammy Jenkins will be donating $10 if it happens. All right, so Panthers here with the ball. 20 metres out here from the line. Who do I... Oh, I would love Suna Turuva to score first as well, considering... I'm going to be the Supercoach. Second tackle, 10 minutes out from the line. It'll be Europa League, we win. Oh, Malcolm, that's nothing. Get better. The big boys, Fisher Harrison, Cleary, at the back, Lua. Sonia Toruma! Oh, double movement. Idiot. No, it's double movement. No, double movement. No, it's double movement. No, it's double movement. No. They're going to call try. It's going to be a double movement, guys. You wish. You wish. So the Donnova won't score here. I know they've called try. It's a double movement. You watch this. Left hand side, Fisher Harris about to clear. Great pass from clear to Luai. Luai then with a... He probably should have gone Peachy first to double... Yeah, it's a double movement. Let's have a look here. Parova, down, bang. Yeah, double movement. No way. No way. I love that Cooper Con goes, ooh, is that double movement? No shit, Sherlock. We called it live. Come on, Cooper. You can do better, mate. It'll be no try. I'm considering it, get my ice out of your mouth for the UCL final, but in the same sense, like, for me as a young boy, man, watching my team absolutely shit house to getting to where we are now, it'll be a bit of an emotional one for me. Especially if we win, obviously, so... I don't know. Try confirmed? What? What? That was an absolute blatant double movement. Yeah, I'll take it for the Supercoach too, Artie, but what the hell? Reggie Rock, he moves his arm, bro. It's moving forward still. He picks his arm back up and goes again. And Cleary gets the 2 for the 6. That is a literal wrong call again. He has literally picked his arm up and put it back over the try line. It's a double movement every day of the week. I hate the Broncos, but like that's a double movement. You can't be getting tackled, your arm touch the ground, and then reach out again. I remember the Titans got taken away a try for that literally a couple of weeks ago. Maybe a couple of weeks ago, being maybe like 6 weeks ago, but I remember it. Like, I'll take it for Supercoach, but like, damn, that's the incorrect call. That's mad. So first take a look at the Panthers at 10 metres out. And left-hand side, they give it to Leota, and he'll get his ball to the 25. That's debatable. All right, left-hand side, Liam Martin to Brian To'o, and he'll get his ball to the 33. The ref from last Thursday got dropped after those calls. Yeah, that was a way worse than what that... Like, that was definitely double movement. But the referees last week got multiple upon multiple calls wrong. If it goes like that again, it could be worrying. So, fifth tackle here at the 45 on the Broncos side of the field. Jerome Luai gets the ball out here. Tyrone Peachy! Peachy, man, what you doing, man? Oh, Torova came through. It's a dreadful kick from Peachy. Let's see the 36 angles they have for once, eh? Well, it's like, you don't even need to, though. Like, you don't need to see the 36 different angles there. It's pretty obvious from the singular angle that they gave us that his arm comes onto the ground, the tackle is being made, and then he promotes the ball with his right arm. Like, it's very obvious. I know, Artie, this looks really obvious, though. Absolutely. It was obvious. So the Broncos here, hopefully we can move on from that. Hopefully the Broncos can get one back. Like I said, oh, painful. Oh, Broncos are away! No, Jesse Arthur's, no Tony Staggs taking up 45 minutes out. Justin Sutton says, yeah, watching live was pretty clear he promoted the ball. The whole crowd knew it. We know. Oh, Biffo! Fisher Harris and Ricky. Throw a slap. Give him an uppercut. Go on. Throw one. Yeah, watching. Specsavers had no appointments available. Oh, Jordan Ricky just comes and shoves Fisher Harris there. Did he just grab his neck? Oh, I know why. Yep, it's a fair call by Ricky to give him a shove there. Like, that's a dog shit. That's a dog shit tackle there by Fisher Harris. That's a dog shit tackle there by Fisher Harris. Like, I think Fisher Harris beats him in a fight, but like, that's a dog shit tackle there by Fisher Harris. Oh, I forgot about the Biffo emoji. I don't think the moderators put it in the Discord. Can one of the moderators jump on the moderator chat and drop a Biffo emoji? Say, put the Biffo emoji. Hit Walsh the cat, give him an early origin treatment. Mate, Matt Burton is not playing today, does mate? He's not playing. So Broncos with the ball, 25 minutes out from the line. 6 again now. Billy Walters gives an absolutely dreadful ball to Patrick Carrigan. Again, I maintain, Broncos get a better hooker, they win the comp. So first tackle with the Broncos. So 20 minutes out from the line. Billy Walters to Payne Haas. And Payne Haas still moving those legs. But he gets slapped down in the tackle 15 minutes out. I kind of want the Broncos to score here to make up for that try. Reece Walsh gives off to Billy Walters. Walters off to Jock Madden. Madden now taking down 10 minutes out. 6 again as well. First tackle for the Broncos. Getting plenty of opportunity right now. Right hand side of Flegler. And Flegler taking down the 5. Josh Hodgson or Billy Walters current form. I'm taking Billy Walters. Left hand side all time though. Josh Hodgson easy. Capewell! 5 minutes out. Third tackle. No, it's a double movement if you go again. Referee. Third tackle. 5 minutes out. Ezra Mann. Out the back to Carrigan. Carrigan, good run. Flegler! Oh, 2 minutes out from the line. Fourth tackle. Jeez. Billy Walters, fourth tackle. At the back to Ezra Mann. Kicks. Oh, Ezra Mann. What the shit. Nathan Cleary picked it up. That was a horrific kick on fourth tackle. Wow. That ball from Carrigan was beautiful, Brighton. But also, that kick from Ezra Mann made me want to headbutt a brick wall. So Stephen Crichton now, he's going to get his ball to the third. Oh, he's lost the ball, Stephen Crichton. He's lost the ball, knock on. Broncos get another attack here. That's the first. Oh, they're going to check this, going to challenge this here, the Panthers. That seemed like a pretty blatant drop. That looked like a very blatant drop just then. So Crichton here... Unless Flegler... Oh, Billy Walters. Yeah, the left arm. There looks like a strip there. Yeah, this is going to be a strip here. Do I go Appy or Beach Sprinter and hooker? Beach Sprinter. Oh, that's definitely a strip. Yep. There we go. So Billy Walters gives away a penalty there, and the Panthers will get the ball. It's pretty clearly a penalty there. I don't know why people are booing. Pretty clearly a penalty. 22 minutes gone in this first half. Sorry, 18 minutes gone in this first half. And Panthers will get the penalty. Billy. Silly Billy Walters. Silly Billy Walters. Ref socks looking flash. I haven't even seen it yet. Nathan Cleary's boots look cool. And now I'm trying to, like, see the socks. The red and black. Yeah, they look nice, actually. Yeah, with the, yeah, is that the Aboriginal flag? That's awesome. Bunny says, hello, mate. Silly Billy, Olivia. He's very silly Billy. So Panthers now with the ball. They're 35 metres out from the line. They go Cleary. Cleary gets it to Yo. And Yo cuts back. And he'll be 22 metres out from the line. So flash, they blinded the bunker. Well, everyone saw it. Like, everyone. Every man is dog saw it. Dogs don't understand. And they still saw it and said that's a no try. So third tackle now. 17 metres out from the line for the Panthers. Mitch Kenny's going to go out to the left to Nathan Cleary. Cleary at the back here to Lua. No, to Peachy. How did he grab that one? One arm. Beautiful. Fourth tackle now. 11 metres out. They go right hand side. Sorensen off to Cleary. Cleary fakes it, and fakes it. Cleary! Oh, try to Leota! That's a great try from the Panthers. Nathan Cleary, well done. What are they saying? Maybe knock on most Leota. Oh, no, it's going to be a no try. They're saying Leota knocks this ball on. Oh, painful. Oh, Kate, well, nice work. Nice work. Nice work. Nah, you can't even... most Leota should have had better ball security, but that is just on Kurt Catewell. That is great work there from him. And that's going to really try and put him... That's going to put his name red hot in for that number 11 spot for Queensland. And that's why Queensland go for him. That's why Queensland do it, because that is great work. That should be an absolute try there. If you captain Nathan Cleary on Supercoach, well, God help you, because you'd be spewing you didn't get a try assist just now. Did Kate Waters to Katoa last week as well? No, that was Ezra Mam. Ezra Mam did that last week to Elias Katoa. So it's going to be first tackle now. Oh, did you captain Cleary on Supercoach, Taz, mate? I've gone Nico Hines, but I've gone VC Payne Us. That's going to be a penalty to the Broncos here. 20 minutes gone, guys. 20 minutes gone. Hit that thumbs up button. It's free, you may as well. And subscribe if you are new around here. Let's crack it down. Right now, in the poll, we've had 350 people vote. It's 50-50. Wow, I think it's slightly in favour of the Panthers, like on individual votes, but it's 50-50. Wow. Did Leota just get hooked? No, you couldn't hook Leota for that. If he did, I don't believe it's because of that. I think it's because he's been here for 20 minutes and he probably would normally go out around this point. I don't think Leota gets hooked for that. All right, Billy Walters, jobs, ball security, you'd want more from that. But it's not a brain-dead play at all. Elias and Katoa last week, different story. Oh, Reece Walsh, taking out the 23rd tackle. Tarek Sims against the Warriors, another different story. Carrigan off to Jock Madden, great read. Oh, that's an insane read by Crichton. Oh my God, and they're away! And Brian Toll! Oh, 10-40. What's happening? Is there Biffo and back flat? What's going on? That tackle from Crichton is insane. Oh, here we go. Luai! Oh, it's another big hit! The amount of hits right now is insane. Firstly, that read from Crichton was incredible. Oh, they should get an easy try any moment now, the Panthers. They've got massive numbers out right here. Massive numbers out right. Oh, that's a sin bin for me. They're all offside here. Cleary... taking another 10. They're all offside. Broncos should honestly have a ban in the bin right now, to be honest with you. Mitch Kenny, left-hand side to Edwards. Edwards gives it out to Luai. Luai, he gets it off. Easy try coming up here for Torova! No, wow, good defense of the Broncos. Gone backwards, and the Broncos away. Oh, Broncos lose the balls. The Panthers get fresh at the 6. Luai gives it up to Liam Martin. Back to Luai. This game's crazy right now. Luai gives it off here to Edwards. Edwards hit the 15. He's still going in. Edwards! Taking out the 10. Holy shit, what's happening right now? 7 meters out here from the line. I don't know, someone's saying shoulder from Lou. I didn't even see what you're talking about. Cleary, underneath here to Zach Hosking. Score for my Supercoach, please. 5 meters out from the line, first tackle. This game's crazy. Mitch Kenny now at the back here to Isaiah Yo. Yo now gives this ball to... who is that? Oh, no, that's a strip. That's a penalty. That's a 6. That's going to be 2 points. Take the 2. Actually, I wouldn't take the 2. With the momentum you've got right now, you go for the try. Definitely looked like a shoulder from Luai. I didn't see it, so I can't really say, but this was just going crazy. So this should be... They're going to go for the 2. I personally would get this momentum up and go for the try, but I get it. Also, Broncos should have had many men in the bin just then. I can't believe that they weren't called for offside and for holding the foot there. If the Panthers play goes down, it's definitely a bin. But there was multiple instances of clear offsides there. Obviously, they complain about this shoulder that you guys are talking about that you guys saw. I didn't see it. But if that's the case, then fair enough. But all I know is that the Broncos have many players who did not get back there and were trying to hold the play up but didn't get binned. Crazy. And guess what? Billy Walls is again with the penalty. Can't believe the Broncos became a defensive team for a sec. Like, yes, but it was illegal in regards to the Broncos players getting back. But overall, the Panthers are definitely getting the rub of the green right now. What a crazy little span of 2 minutes or so just then. That 2 minute span was just massive. Yeah, Crichton lowered the boom. What a hit. Crichton just absolutely crunched him. And Cleary kicks it on through. So it will be 8-0 here to the Panthers. 8-0 here to the Panthers. Oh, Crichton on Ezra, man. Holy gee whiz. Gee whiz, yeah, definitely all started there with the Crichton tackle. And then they had a bit of a biffo. There's a little bit of a biffo. And then Brian Totter was away. Didn't have the pace to get too far away, but then got taken down. I want to have a look at this apparent shoulder charge you guys are talking about. Huge hit there from Selwyn Cobbo and Jerome Luai. But I want to come and have a look at that. What you guys... There is a lot of feeling in this game. There is a lot of feeling in this game. Kate well looking good. Might look good for Origin. Yeah, that's what we're saying. I want to see what Luai did, though. Jesus, crowd's poor, eh? For a Broncos game against Panthers, second versus third, like, you get all your games at home, you get another night game, and yet, look at the fan turnout. Like, Broncos fans, get a grip. Buck Cannon says, shoulder charge just after the Broncos knock on. Yeah, well, I'm not going to go back to look at it, but I'll trust your word for it. I will. I'll trust your word for it. A lot of you have been saying it, so I assume that you guys are right. Zach Hosking with a strong run there. You could argue Payne Haas was offside, but it's all right. Left-hand side now gives on to Isaiah Yo. And Yo, good. Oh, missed tackle there by Payne Haas. Fourth tackle here for the Panthers. They'll get this ball to the 50. The intensity is just absolutely there, though. Cleary on fourth tackle. Kicks this ball over the top. Interesting little kick there. But Reece Walsh will grab it. And he'll get taken down to 20. But it's how many home games? Oh, knock on Broncos. Boy, oh boy. Knock on Broncos. How many home games the Broncos had this year? Probably about 8 or something like that. Or 7. They've had a lot. No, sorry. They probably would have had like 6 or 7. But the other games have all been like Magic Round or Dolphins away, which is the Suncorp as well. Yeah. They've pretty much played... I think they've played 3 games out of Suncorp all week, or all season. If I'm not wrong. Tell me I'm wrong if I'm wrong, Broncos fans. I'm pretty certain something like 3 games. I remember last year the ref called penalties for the Panthers until they scored and then they took off and won barely. So frustrating once it happens to your team. Yeah, again, like, the Broncos have received a couple beneficial calls, but overall the referees haven't been in favour of them. It's definitely been in Panthers' favour. That was a knock-on just there, though. Alright, so Panthers now 15 metres out. Broncos were lucky not to have a man in the bin on that last set, is what I'm saying. Alright, so it's going to be Tyrone Peachy. Peachy now get his ball 5 metres out from the line. Second tackle now. Oh, bad play the ball. No. Okay. Liam Martin taking down 3 metres out from the line. Have they played every game in Queensland? No. They played one in Darwin against the Eels, and the other one was against the Broncos in Penrith. No, the Panthers in Penrith. Fourth tackle, Mitch Kenny. Isaiah Yo. Good pass to Edwards. This is going to be maybe an obstruction. If he scored, it would have been an obstruction, I reckon. If he scored, oh, big hit there from Kurt Catewell and Herbie Farnworth. Broncos are definitely lacking their attack, though, and that is for obvious reason. No Reynolds, up it goes there, and they go up. Oh, but good tape by Selwyn Cobbo, and that's what you want. That's what you want going into that Origin period. That's what you want. Broncos haven't left Brisbane all year. Yes, they did. They played the Panthers in round 1. They played the Eels in Darwin, and I think that's it. Which is outrageous. Because they played the other away game they had was against the Titans at Seabus, which is still southeast Queensland. So, yeah, there is absolute criticism warranted. Especially when you're seeing teams like the Titans, who are 7 weeks away. Oh, and Storm in Melbourne. You're right, Medvedev. But especially when you get teams like my team, the Titans, Like, we've got 7 games away from home. 7. Like, yes, we get a really, really solid run home at home. Like 8 of our last 12 or 13. But it's brutal, man. It is really brutal. So, yeah, Storm away. Eels in Darwin. Panthers in Penrith. They're the only 3 games outside of Queensland, I'm pretty certain. South East Queensland. All right, right-hand side now. It's going to be Tyrone Peachey. Gets spotted at 45. I think they've only had 9 games. I'm not sure. Star Wars fanboy. I would assume so. Thursday, Friday, probably Saturday. I know the Broncos-Titans game in a few weeks' time at Suncorp is a 4 p.m. game, I think, or 2 p.m. game on Sunday. So, 4th tackle now at the 40 for the Panthers. Liam Martin to Nathan Cleary. Cleary gives it underneath there to Edwards. Edwards over to Hosking. Hosking himself, gets away from 3 tackles there and an offload. Really nice, and Cleary picks it up. Not a great pass, but he got the offload away. He'll take it. Sorensen. Scotty Sorensen. What a man. What a cold hero that guy is. All right, they're 18 metres out on the line. Jerome Luai. Luai short ball. Tyrone Peachey. That's an incredible tackle. It was fit tackle. Should have thrown it last, but he didn't. So change over there. Great last-ditch tackle there by Jock Madden. Otherwise, that was an easy try to Tyrone Peachey. Nate Jason, the next Broncos team playing in Sydney is Denver in 2030. Get around the Denver Broncos. Russell Wilson. He'll have signed his next contract at the ripe old age of 93. Panthers really targeting the Broncos halfback. Yeah, but Jock Madden made a really good defensive tackle just then. So 3rd tackle here. Payne Haas will come off the field. Left-hand side to Marty Tapau, who'll get this by to 31. 4th tackle. Payne Haas didn't even look tired just then, mind you. Reece Summerlin says, I think the Broncos are about to fall off for the rest of the season. I don't think that if you're looking at this game, you think that that's the case. But they are going to come back down to the pack a lot more. Because they're playing a lot harder teams now. But Ezra, man, the ball bounced perfectly for him. Oh! Taking it out to 20. Reece Walsh over the top. Beautiful little dinky dink. And Ezra Man picked it up. They have a good connection, those two. But the Panthers do lock them down on 5th tackle. Haas on 25. Oh, not great. Well, I VC'd him. I didn't captain him, thankfully. Put Haas back on it, Cats. Why not pass to Walsh? I think he gets tackled anyway, but you may as well pass to Walsh in that situation. 10 minutes to go, you guys. 10 minutes to go. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Hit the big old red subscribe button. Broncos in our favourites at 51% in the poll. You guys are crazy. Crazy. Hosking underneath here to Lindsay Smith. That's the one. I had to wait for the commentary to say it. Isaiah at the back here to Nathan Cleary. Cleary to Hosking. Hosking has been pretty solid this last 10 minutes. Cleary on 42. Should be on like 60 if you had that try assist. But Nathan Cleary with a huge bomb up, hard kick to take, especially under pressure. Oh, but does Selwyn Cobbo too good. Broncos going to get worse every week and not make top 8. Like, mate, only one can dream. If the Titans finish above the Broncos this year, the Broncos fans, God help your soul. But I don't believe that happens. I think the Broncos are still a top 6 team. I do say top 6 though. Look, I did tell you for a long time they're a bit of a facade, but they're still playing well in this game despite the score. So right-hand side now, yeah, but Blitzy said, Bunny's what you're smoking, but you would have said the same thing last year. Blitzy says, don't mention Russell Wilson. All we had to do was run the ball and we win the Super Bowl. Oh, yeah! Oh, my God! Oh, yeah. You're right, but holy damn, that was a huge chase up there by the Panthers defense. So Reece Walsh puts that ball up in the air. Not a good kick there. It's going to go straight to the man. And Dylan Edwards is going to bring this one straight back to the 40, you'd assume. Oh, he offloads the ball. Brian Toe. They're just losing meters. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're good, man. What you doing? You're silly, man. Stephen Crichton. How much is Stephen Crichton on, by the way? He costs like $600K. He's not been getting too many good points since the coach recently. So Dylan Edwards gets taken out at the 50. 3rd tackle here. Edwards is fine to do that. Liam Martin offloads it to Zach Hosking. Oh, fantastic tackle there by, I think Herbie Farnworth. Yeah, Liam Martin's been good today, actually. I'm not going to lie. I'm starting to think he's going to get that origin spot. Cleary had the Luai. Luai 8th 4th tackle. Oh, he's an idiot. He didn't think there was a tackle coming for him? You don't think there's going to be a tackle coming for him? Cleary on 5th tackle. Kicks it through. That's played at. Oh, Reece Walsh. I got it. Oh! Try time, Panthers. It's about to be a try time for Scotty Sorensen. I think it is. I think it's a try time for the Panthers. Yeah, Scotty Sorensen again. Oh, they're going to check this. They're going to say no try. I think it's a try. Oh, so they're going to say knock on Brisbane regardless, but it will be either... If Scotty Sorensen maybe knocks his ball on. Oh, dear Mr. Queensland fullback. He's not getting it, Daz. I don't know how much you can blame him. There's a bad ricochet. You've got Katoni Staggs mixed up in the play as well. Like, yes, he should be getting that, but it's not an easy grab there by Reece Walsh. Okay, does Scotty Sorensen pick it up? He will... I don't think that's a knock-on. That's a try. This is a try here. That's a try. Whatever, man. Whatever. It's a try. They're going to call it a no try. Okay, Broncos, you got one back there, lads. Honestly, this game is a shambles, man. I know, Olivia, you're a Broncos fan. It looks like a try. KP Issues, Broncos fan, says, bruh. Someone says making up for the last one. Yeah, they're making up for the last one with that one because that's a try, man. Like that's a try, man. Yeah, exactly right, Nate J. Made up for the double movement. No Broncos fan can complain now. It's a try. It's a try. It's just painful to watch, man. Like, they're just destroying games with their bullshit. It makes up for the no try in the Broncos, but again, you don't want to see any calls being made up for in terrible calls. So Broncos here, Nathan Cleary gives up to Zach Hosking. He's been good. Take another 10. Sorensen says Sorensen better score this set. Yeah, if you put Sorensen in Supercoach after his massive score last week, 185, whatever it was, he'd be spewing. They didn't get that. Second tackle here for the Panthers. They're 3 minutes out from the line. Liam Martin gives it off here to Zai Yo to Luai. Luai here. Peachy. Selfie. Should have passed it to Torova. But it's early, I guess. I don't mind it. Third tackle, 3 minutes out here. Jerome Luai at the back to Cleary. Cleary then to Yo. Yo, short ball. Hosking. Good run, but good tackle again by Ezra Mam. Ezra Mam's been pretty good defensively tonight for the most part. Oh, that's obstruction. That's obstruction if they score here. Oh, they're lucky, the Panthers. That should have been an obstruction anyway. But it's fit tackle to the Panthers. If Panthers score here, that's pretty rough. Right hand side. Oh, jeez. Up it goes. It's going to be... there might be a try here for the Panthers. This is going to go up as a try. I just want to throw this out there. There should have been an obstruction earlier on. So Cleary puts that ball up there. Who touches this ball here? Might be off Farnworth. It's either Hosking or Farnworth here. Let's have a look here. I don't know if you're going to be able to take this away from him. Stephen Crichton with a try time there. That's good for Supercoach if it works. I don't know why Brian To'o just chopped Stephen Crichton on the head. I just hate that we're talking about this again, you know. Like, Panthers were robbed of a try just then. Broncos robbed of a try earlier on. But let's have a look here. Nah, I feel like Zach Hosking touches that ball. Or not clearly, but I think it's a knock on here. Okay, we're grateful. The Panthers will not score off the back of a bad call again. And that one's a clear one. Say it was the double movement for Sunatorova. So that's a knock on there. So knock on there from Zach Hosking. That's a knock on. Why would it be a penalty, Dog 4? Why would it be a penalty? No, it's just knock on. Nah, it doesn't work like that in that situation, Doc. So Bronx here at the 10. Loving this for my second half higher scoring. Yeah, you would be. Yeah, you would be. So Jesse Arthur's here. It'll be 11 May's out. They give it off here to... who is that for the Broncos? Number 16? Oh, Hetherington, of course it is. So it's going to be right side Jordan Ricky. Third tackle to the 37 or so. Roll it back out to the left-hand side here. And then it's going to be Hetherington again. Good little run. Fourth tackle now. Not the same in that situation, Star Wars fanboy. Reece Walsh here gives it off to Fun. Fun was still going here. On fourth tackle. Oh, crunch. But he gets away again. He's still going. Taking out the 35. Got crunched and still kept going. 35 metres out here from the line for the Broncos. They go right-hand side to Jock Madden. Madden puts that ball up in the air. They chase it through. But good take by Suntorova. He's always safe under the high ball, man. He's been very good this year, eh? He's been very good in regards to just catching high balls that are peppered his way all night long. He always does his job. Nate James, if Craig Bellamy was coaching either of these teams, he would have had a brain aneurysm by now. Ambo's on the scene. Oh, well, if Craig Bellamy's coaching this Broncos team, I think they'd probably win the comp. So right-hand side now. And Brian To'o gets his ball out to the 30. Fourth tackle. But yes, Craig Bellamy would have had his brain... I don't know what just happened there with Tapau, but his brain would have fallen out of his nose. Those sort of tries just make you think how many tries in the lower leagues are given that shouldn't have been. So many close calls in the league. Yeah. I was surprised that it didn't go up as a no try, considering that you clearly could see hands everywhere and Panthers' hands in there as well. I'm surprised that they went up as a try, to be completely honest with you. 5.5 minutes to go here. First half. Second tackle with Broncos 22 metres out. If Blaze was coaching us, we would win. Yeah, you would win the spoon if I was coaching you. If you're coaching anybody else, we win the comp. But if I was coaching the Broncos, yes, you would win the spoon. Because the first signing that I would make would be George Rose. Second signing would be Luke Brooks. And the third signing would be James Fisher-Harris to play fullback. So fifth tackle with the Broncos, and they'll kick this ball up. 15 metres out. Regan Campbell-Gillard on the wing. That's what we're talking about. Mbai as well, for sure. That's my hooker all day. All day. So first tackle with the Panthers, they're 22 metres out here from their own line. Brian To'o. Their meterage has been fine, the Panthers. But the Broncos are really struggling for direction without Reynolds. Suntorova, strong run to the 40. Surely Johnny Manziel, someone in the team. Oh, he'll be front row. Front row, Johnny Manziel. Fourth tackle now. Is that guy still alive? Alright, right-hand side now for Yo to Cleary to Hosking to Edwards, tackled by SMM. SMM defensively today has been solid. Very, very solid. Walsh isn't putting on the best game for that number 1 jersey in Origin. He's not... I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this again, Reese. I'm not doing this again. I would never say JC at prop, get one in my mouth, because I want him to win. So I will not do that to him. No. Alright, so SMM now. I'd also sign Zach Lomax to play centre for the Broncos. Alright, third tackle. Broncos not making any meters here, and they'll get this ball to the 18. I'd also make Zach Lomax kick for us. Egan says, this Broncos halfback not good, unfortunately. The effort is there, but there's no direction. Yep, Jock Madden, this is what we all knew. Anyone who knew Jock Madden knew that he was not that fantastic. If he can't get a crack at the Tigers, then you're probably not that great. You know, good on him for the effort. He is giving it a red-hot crack, but he's just not it. Especially when you're so used to it, Adam Reynolds, it's just not working out realistically. So Edwards gets his ball to the 42. Not my account says, Broncos lose this game, and the next game will be a definite loss, even against the Tigers. Oh, Broncos play Tigers next week, do they? Do the Broncos play the Tigers? So third tackle at the 35. He's a Scone legend. Messi at prop. May lean on Messi at prop for sure. Jerome Luai. Ooh, ugly high. Fourth tackle here at the 30. Good shot that though. Alright, Nathan Cleary. Short ball to Liam Martin. He gets the offload away to Edwards. Nice work there by Farmer to lock that one down quickly. Off to Isaiah Yo at the 15. Isaiah Yo to Nathan Cleary. Cleary goes himself here. It's fit tackle. He's a muppet. Luke Lewis has Walsh knocked on the whole time. Last week against the Storm. This week, no knock-ons to him. He does have a knock-on to his name, actually, in this game. He knocked on the ball as there should have been a try to the Panthers in Scotty Sorensen. So he has knocked on once, but he hasn't knocked on as much. But he hasn't had to do that much catching-wise because the Panthers have just been attacking the entire time and doing a little grubber or just passing. He hasn't had to deal with a great deal, and when he did have to deal with something, he got done. Don't play the Wires at New Zealand. Oh, that's a hard game for the Broncos, actually. Wires go back to New Zealand after a bye. Broncos are going to lose Payne Haas, Paddy Carrigan. I don't know if Adam Reynolds plays. Reece Walsh will be 18th man, but probably should be able to play. Selwyn Cobbo, potentially. Damn, that's going to be a hard game in the Bronx. I reckon you're going to get slapped. I reckon that could be a slap up. You guys might be in for a real tough time. Especially after the bye. We all know how the bye has been benefiting teams this year. Second tackle here for the Panthers at the 30. And normally I would tip the Broncos for that, but in New Zealand as well. Crazy that you actually have to leave, you know, your little cubby home at Brisbane, eh? So third tackle now. Cleary to Lizzie Smith. He'll get taken out the 50. Don't say that. Well, you know what I'm saying, though. Like, that's a tough game, man. After the bye, too. And at home. It's like when the Rabbitohs play us after the bye. Damn it. Wow-wee. Luai gets his ball offload to Edwards. Edwards here. Edwards! Edwards is away! Edwards is at 25 at the 20. Taken down. 15 metres out of the line. Fit taken on what Reece Walsh was doing there. Right-hand side, the Panthers go. Could they score right before half-time? It would be a nail in the coffin. He outlook. Chibwis! Oh, no. The Panthers are going to score. Edwards, 5 minutes out. Reece Walsh is a headless chicken, eh? He's a headless chicken. It's Yo off to Zach Hosking. Hosking here. He throws it at the back. Cleary. Cleary will get tackled. This guy on fit tackle is outrageous. That's twice in a row Cleary got tackled on fifth. If the Panthers had scored there, that would have been game over for me. But Broncos hold out. They're still within it. It's an 8-point game here. Both teams have had a try taken off them and ripped off them. The Broncos should have had a try. The Panthers should have had... Sorry, the Broncos shouldn't have had a try. The Suna Taruva shouldn't have been a try for the Panthers. And Scotty Sorensen should have been a try for the Panthers. So it equals itself out. The Panthers have been the better team here. The Broncos have done well without Adam Reynolds, but also just not good enough attacking-wise. They've had no real attacking sets. They've not really done anything since that first 5-10 minutes. And I told you guys, they looked like they had that crazy energy where you just go bang, 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 like the Titans, and then fall away. So hopefully they don't fall away in the second half. They keep it to a good game. But for the time being, you've got to appreciate the effort if you're a Broncos fan. Don't know why they're showing us that Scotty Sorensen one when it should have been a try. But yeah, guys, obviously hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. I'm going to have a nice little drink. A nice little choo-choo train drink-a-runo from my Macro Mike water bottle. Course race, I hope Dragons smash the Roosters as a fan. I'm sick of losing. I would hope to beat the Roosters. Smash the Roosters is a different story. Olivia says it is, but I don't want to hear it. Well, you're gonna. Resomeone says, and we get Metcalf back for the Wires. Oh, I don't really care about that. But the other factors I care about, like Metcalf's not like, ooh. It's like cool, but not like, ooh. Nate says, Edwards playing into a blue jumper. No, he's not. Brighton says, happy with the effort so far. Yeah, you'd be happy with the effort. You know that you're more than likely going to be losing this game by this. If the game continues to go down the same path, the Broncos aren't going to score a point. They haven't had any attacks in that first half besides that first 5 minutes. But with it only being 8-0, you'd be happy with the effort for sure. But I know you know what I'm saying. 7 minutes, Broncos lucky, Panthers keep messing up. I think that's harsh on the Bronx. I think their defense has been pretty decent, to be completely honest with you. Ezra Mann's been pretty solid on defense, even Jock Madden. Jock Madden's been dreadful attacking-wise and set-wise, but defensively he's been fine. And I think that Herbie Farmworth has been great defensively. But again, we're just looking at the defense of the Broncos. We're not looking at the attack of the Broncos because the Broncos are not getting any attacking options. Nothing. And when by the way, Nathan Cleary's not having a great game personally. I don't believe he is. I'm going to have a look at Supercoach and look at some of these scores. I think Cleary's playing fine trying, but he's also getting tackle on 5th. Quite a lot. Cleary's on 51 points, to be fair. Should have actually been on more if Mosley had it scored. Crichton on 21. Whatever. So Tuila Toruva's on 54 points. Wowee. 54 points. That's solid for Tuila Toruva. In the first half too. Paddy Garham 47 is our Yo 40. No one has Yo though, realistically. 9.2% of teams have him. Wow. 5.9% of teams have Dylan Edwards in Supercoach. Zach Hosking with 38. I'll take it. I will take it. I will absolutely take that. He's been locked down pretty well by the Broncos. However, has been very, very influential in regards to the game as well. Jerome Liu on 36. Who else do I have? Oh, Payne Haas on 26 is brutal. That's brutal. Oh no, Stephen Crichton's on 21. What was I looking at? I don't even know what I was looking at. 21 for Crichton is a big yikes. A big old yikes there. Also, if you guys didn't pick up Billy Smith this week in Supercoach, you're a muppet. Because he's got a break even of like minus 65. He's starting for the Roosters. Typhus game is Panthers to lose. This is definitely Panthers game to lose, for sure. Call Strikes Broncos giving it a good crack with no Reynolds. Like, they're defending finally, but I wouldn't say they're giving it a good crack in regards to the outcome of the game. I think they're giving a good crack into limiting points, but I don't think they're giving it a great crack in regards... Like, they're giving it a go, but... the reference of giving it a good crack usually means that they've got a good chance of winning this game, or at least a chance of winning this game. I guess you could argue it, but if you've watched the first half, you wouldn't say the Broncos have a chance if that's how it keeps going, because the Broncos have just been defending, whether it be in the middle of the field or at the back end of the field on their own line. The Broncos are just having to continue to defend. We're not seeing any attacks from the Broncos, and when we do, it's dreadful. It really is poor. It really is poor. He says Walsh needs to run the ball more or get into first receiver. Every time he's had the ball, he's run the ball. Seminole says Cobbo keep playing the back when Walsh isn't there. Yep. Roosterman says Adam not there. Different story if he was. Disagree. I think the Panthers would still be beating them in this game. I disagree. I don't think that this scoreline here is changed because of Adam Reynolds. I think that, yeah, look, the Broncos haven't attacked well, but also haven't had many attacking opportunities. And Reynolds is not going to be the difference between what we just saw in that first half. Yeah, look, there'd be improvement in regards to the movement on the field going forward, but I don't think that Reynolds is the be-all and end-all of this game right now. They need to be able to change the momentum from being just a defensive team this entire time. Reynolds doesn't change anything in regards to defense. With that being said, like, Jock Madden's been good defensively. Cabbage says, do you reckon there's a possibility of a Broncos fight back? Oh, well, it's only 8-0, so of course there's a possibility. I don't think it happens, but there's a possibility. Reggie Rox's might end up Panthers 13+. I said I could see a well where it happened. I did tip Panthers 1 at 12, but I did say I could see a well with the Panthers winning this game 13+. They're unlucky not to be up by more right now. Chris Matthews says, Walsh can be Kaka sometimes. He's not an origin fullback. He's a great fullback at times, attacking-wise, defensively, not it. And we saw that again tonight so far, where he made that knock-on, where it should have been a try to Scotty Sorensen. It should have been, but it wasn't. Nothing better than eating a cheese toasty for supper whilst watching BKR. Get around it, mate, get around it. Back to the poll of 50% here. Well, 450 votes. We got 50% a pair. Salmon says it's a good defensive game for the Broncos. Broncos need a game like this because we are not going to make finals if we keep playing the easy teams. Okay, but I wouldn't say that this game would be a Broncos need games like this if you lose. Brighton says if we can't score next, that's all she wrote. Doesn't matter if it takes 30 minutes. That's what I was saying before half-time. Yeah, if the Panthers had scored that try right on half-time, it would have been game over for me. That's clearly a double movement against Toruva, but like, it's very clearly a double movement. You can't tell me that's momentum. He's clearly picked his arm up and rolled over. Oh, it's so obvious. It's so obvious. Like, it's paining me to watch this. Oh, again. Oh, the momentum had stopped too. Like, the momentum had stopped too. Oh, I can't believe I watched that just then. But then again, Scott Sorensen should have had a try for Panthers too. Reece Summerlin says he would be a great origin fullback. No. Reece Walsh is not a fullback for the Origin. The Origin arena is a defensive grind. He is not a defensive grind player. Callum Ponga is absolutely the number one there. It's not even close. Give me 1 second, guys. No. Not at all, man. Not at all. Here's my next turn tonight. I'd actually love to see what the common consensus. Actually, I'm going to look at Twitter. I'm going to go have a look at Twitter and see what people are saying about that. This ref has been bad this game. This ref been half bad this game. Yeah, half. I wouldn't say he's had a horrible game. I wouldn't say he's had a horrific game, but he's made mistakes. He has definitely made mistakes, but nothing that is what, like nothing that hasn't been made up for by another bad mistake for the opposite team. But I don't think that. So I'm just trying to log into Twitter here because it won't let me. Oh, there we go. It's logged in. Nothing that hasn't been made up for by another mistake for the opposite team. All right, so let's go have a look at Taruva. Let's type in Taruva and see what people are saying. Oh, here we go. Double movement. The ball carrying arm hit the ground while he was held, and then he lifted it up to promote forward. Correct. That was an obvious double movement. Come on, refs, do your job properly. Are the Bunkers looking at a different game in the box? Clear double movement. Stop changing the rules to suit poor refereeing or past mistakes. He promoted the ball by lifting his arm. Correct. What about the pushing the back on the touch judge by that grub Luai? I didn't even know what that was. Jay Austin says, need Broncos to win for fantasy points so Cleary don't get high points. Cleary's already on like 50 points, bro. You're in a bit of a shambles if you don't have Cleary. Honestly, can't see Broncos win this. I can, but I don't think it happens based off what we saw in that first half. Yet again, Klein has no idea what he's talking about. He said Sorensen knocked it on in the process of scoring, so awards a scrum for Walsh knock on. Even if Sorensen doesn't score his try, and I think he does, it's a penalty for offside. Walsh knocking on the Broncos player. That's a good call. That's a good point. So the ref hasn't called held. Fisher Harris comes in and tackles the hip of a Broncos player, and Fisher Harris gets penalised for unnecessary forceful contact. No, I disagree with that one. I think that was a penalty. We can do double movements now. Definitely lifted and promoted the ball. Look very union-like. Peter Flanders will love it. Yeah, everyone's gone off about it. Good edit to remove Luai assaulting the ref after this. I didn't even see it. It's it's very blatantly a double movement. Very blatantly. Roosters means the Roosters have had a rocket put up them. Will win by plenty. I've never really liked the Roosters this year, man. Like pre-season, when everyone was hyping up to come first, second, I kept saying I don't think the Roosters are going to be that great this year. And they haven't been. I didn't think they'd be this bad. Minus 65 points differential. But it's hard to look at a team that has a minus 65 points differential and think that things are going to change like that. You know, they only beat the Dragons by 1 point when they played them about 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago now. And the Dragons are coming off an 0-6 streak. So, and this is at Cogra. So I definitely don't believe that the Dragons are as easy beats as you assume. I know you're a Roosters fan, obviously, but the Roosters have not been impressive. They don't have a great backline right now. Their halves haven't been working all season. Their forwards have been okay. Egan Butcher comes back in, which is a benefit, but you know, Zach Lomax comes in for the Dragons, who is a decent enough player in the centres, but just a dreadful kicker. You can't be giving him the conversions. You can't. But no, I'm not confident in the Roosters this week. I've actually tipped the Dragons. Stags knocked the ball on a couple times. I'm not sure about that. Seven says, I've got Nico and Cleary. You might be right, but I haven't seen it. I've got Nico and Cleary. Hope they both get good points on fantasy. Everyone's got Nico and Cleary, bro. Literally everyone's got. Anyone with a clue has Nico and Cleary. In this game, in one team, there's Cleary and Crichton. A team that I have with others. And the other team, let's go have a look at my personal team. Let's go have a look at my personal team here. Who do I have playing? I know I have Payne Haas playing. I have Torova, which I'm very happy about because he's getting a good score right now. Predicted 1, 2, or 4. Predictions mean jack shit, but in the same sense. Payne Haas 26. Zach Hosking 38. Definitely love that. Nathan Cleary 51. Anton Torova 54. Good night out so far. Need Payne Haas to do his job and go up a little bit more, but good night out so far. Also think that I would love to see Payne Haas get to 72 somehow or another because I would love to trade him this week because I'll have Tino and Payne out with Origin. Jerome Ager says, do you ever feel worried when the Titans are on 26? But that doesn't even make sense. Because we get to 26 points like at the end of the game. The only game that's different is when it was against the Dolphins. Besides that, every other game we get to 26 points in the last 5 minutes of the game. So it doesn't make any sense. Manu and Walker not playing this week. Yeah, Walker's not been playing for a while. Manu out is big, but Manu's not been good in the 6. It's just not working. Like, if Sam Walker wasn't injured, you'd be bringing Sam Walker straight back in, realistically. In my opinion, putting Sam Walker in reserve was a bad decision. I disagree. I think that it was right, but I think that it's unlucky that he got injured because he'd be back in. I think it was the right call. Sam Walker wasn't great. I think this is a hindsight hero comment here where because Joey Manu hasn't worked out, everyone was circle jerking Joey Manu a few weeks ago. And now everyone's like, oh, nah, Joey Manu's shit house. And it's just like, everyone was circle jerking him just a couple of weeks ago. Everyone. Literally everyone. So, yeah, I think, I'd love to Payne Haas at least get that 72 so he doesn't lose money. At least get to like 60. So even if you lose money, it's not that bad. Not that bad. Well, this week, Brett 26 curse. I believe we hit 40 points this week. Bruce Mason says, hope you based him, NJ. Oh, Nath J, typical cocky rooster comment. Get into him. Maybe 27 points. That's such a dead joke. Such a dead joke. Still waiting for the second half to come here though, guys. Still waiting for coming for the second half. Obviously, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Bulldogs with the worst defense in the competition. Titans with the top 5 attack in the competition. The Bulldogs are going to have to score 36, 38 points to beat us, I believe. I think the Titans have got well and truly enough to score enough points in this game. And I'm not actually nervous. And if we lose, then God help us, I'll doubt us this year. But if I believe we get a good win. Luke Lewis says, honestly, I thought Broncos would win because they have got a good amount of wins. Well, I don't think you looked at the team lineups. Star Wars Fanboy says, Warrior Hargraves is a better halfback than playing Hutchison. Also, Broncos only have one more win than the Panthers. So Panthers are out here for the second half, guys. Broncos are coming out right now. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Second half about to get underway. Only an 8-point game. Only 8-0. Anything could happen still. Anything could happen still. Sales Family says, Warrior Hargraves is a better halfback than playing Hutchison. Yeah, Hutchison playing is not my kind of deal, eh? Just not my kind of deal. At all. At all. Hutchison playing in general, I'm not a big fan of. Kim Schluter says, watching from Denmark, do the Broncos need to learn to play better attack without Reynolds? Well, ideally, yes. But you also, to win the comp, you need a pretty healthy roster. So it's an excuse for the Broncos, but if watching this game, it's not really been about the lacking of Reynolds. It's been about the fact the Panthers have just been on the throats of the Broncos since the 10th minute. So regardless of Reynolds, the Broncos haven't had attacks to score. So although they look really toothless in their attack to get out, they're not getting attacked. They're just trying to get out of their own end. They're just trying to get out of their own end, realistically. So I don't think Reynolds changes a great deal about this. I just think the Panthers have been too dominant in this game to really force this down the throats of the Broncos. And obviously, Adam Reynolds has struggled to get that direction, in my personal opinion, attacking-wise. Madden should be 14 and Pakes 9. Walters dropped. EQ says, Rooster Man says, soz about that. Should have put it on your mortgage. Oh, I got Dragons by plenty. Nate J's a Dragons fan. Roosters man is a Rooster fan. The second half is underway, and I'm a Titans fan. God help me. But all right, Broncos now. Paddy Carrigan brings his ball out to the 15. Luke Lewis's Dragons coach got sacked. Yeah, thank you for the breaking news. That happened a few days ago, but thank you for coming to the party a few days later. Luke, for your benefit, count to 100 between comments. So Paddy Carrigan now will get this ball to the 30 with third tackle. 2 tackles in the first 3 for the Broncos. Paddy Carrigan, good effort there. So Martin Tapau gets ball to the 40. I think they set up for a pass that he didn't do it. Set up for a pass at the back, but he didn't do it. So Broncos get this ball away. Not a great set there. Not a great kick. And Brian To'o will grab this ball and bring it back to the 30. Good run, actually. All right, so Panthers now the ball. Nathan Cleary. First tackle. Ben Hunt didn't get sacked. Ben Hunt did not get sacked. Ben Hunt did not get sacked. All right, so it's going to be second tackle of the Panthers as Stephen Crichton rolls it back there. Suna Torova. Jeez, I've been impressed with Torova this season, man. Like to think of him as the electric kind of X-Factor fullback turning into a winger that is just so solid and so gritty. Good run here. Peter Sorensen off to Tyron Peachy. Peachy throws the ball back inside. Tapau. Knock on Tapau. So the Panthers now Luai will get a fresh set of 6. Luai all the way over the top here to Stephen Crichton. Crichton here sets around 1, 2, 3, 4. Back on the inside into Nathan Cleary. Cleary 15 metres out here. Cleary's been taking the ball on. He really wants to try today, eh? Really wants to try. 10 metres out. No, Ben. I don't believe Ben Hunt goes to the Dogs. Right hand side. He wants to go back to Queensland, bro. If anything, he goes to the Dolphins, the Cowboys, or the Titans, something like that. Second tackle, 5 metres out. Off to Yo. Yo here to Liam Martin. And Liam Martin taking down 4 metres out. He's already said that last year, I think he said that he was going to lead the Dragons. He'd only be to a Queensland team. Left hand side, Nathan Cleary underneath to Luai. Luai still going in. Luai still going. Taking a 3 metres out of the line, 4 tackle. Yeah, Brighton. I'm starting to worry if they score you. Mitch Kenny gives it off to Yo. That was pretty poor there from Yo. 3 metres out, 5th tackle. Left hand side by Mitch Kenny. Off to Cleary. Cleary. Oh, it's good defense there from the Bronx. So that will be Broncos ball here, 10 metres out from the line. Lucas says, can't see the Broncos win this game. To be honest, Penrith been in Broncos half of the majority of the game. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's been all Penrith. And people are saying, oh, but Reynolds, it's like, I don't think Reynolds changes what's happening in this game so far. I don't think it changes a great deal. David says, Dogs are 100% winning the comp if Ben Hunt signs. Well, it looks like you won't be winning the comp then, and Ben Hunt won't be signing. There's just a girl knitting in the crowd, not watching the game at all. Yeah, she's probably there with her husband or a boyfriend or a family member who loves the Broncos or whatnot, and she's just there because. All right, left hand side here, Martin Tapau gets the ball to the 40. Good offload, really good offload there from Martin Tapau. Herbie Farnworth, and he'll get taken out at 42. Probably dragged along. Yeah, exactly right. The L drag along. Reece Walsh here, good kick from 40-20. Good kick from 40-20. Brian Tottle, you got to get there, mate. He gets there. 5 metres out from the line. Really good kick there from Reece Walsh, however. She had a jersey on. Yeah, that doesn't mean shit, though. Having a jersey on doesn't mean shit. That doesn't mean nothing. That just means that they might have had a jersey to give to her and, she can pretend to... Oh, it's a high tackle. Oh, they haven't called it higher? Wow. Nate, Jay, and Reese, man, why don't you guys get a room? Why don't you guys get a room and get a bit of cuddle going in? What are you guys doing? What's this on your NJ, on your Rooster, man? Give each other a bit of a kiss and cuddle. What's happening here? So right hand side now, Dylan Edwards to the 35, 4th tackle. Yeah, Broncos are just not getting any attacking opportunities. She knitted the jersey. Yeah, that's what she did in the last game. That's what she did in that last game. What's a more iconic duo? Radley and Sinbins, Ponga and HIA, or Titans and the score 26? Radley and Sinbins, but also, let's not say Ponga and HIA. It's pretty disrespectful to refer to that. So the Broncos taking down at the 20. Leave the kissing out of the Broncos. Yeah, Broncos players do love to kiss each other. You are right, Olivia. You are right. Broncos players are very big fans of kissing each other every day and every night. And it's fair call. That's what they want to do. So Broncos now, 3rd tackle to the 40. Corey Paix onto the field now too, the Broncos. I don't think Corey Paix is the answer either, FYI Broncos fans. I don't think he's that fantastic. I think that he's just a better option than Billy Walters, but I don't think he's the answer either, realistically. And knock on Broncos. Martin Tapau, knock on. I would have said Warriors and winning premierships. Ooh, I would have said Warriors and doing nothing. So that's going to be a knock-on there from Tapau, and that's definitely a knock-on there. It's not how you want to start this second half off there, Marty. And Marty's been trying hard. He has been trying hard. So 35 minutes to go to the game. Jimmy Taylor says, how long before you apply for Matt Thompson's job as a commentator? Is definitely no raps. Mate, we do what we can. We do what we can. The Nuggets are going to win the series. Thank you, Lucas. Very relevant to what we're talking about right now, but thank you very much. So first tackle here for the Panthers. They're at the 42. Buddy, the ground looks chopped up. Yeah, it does. A couple of good games tomorrow night, though. We will be showing both games tomorrow night and all 3 games on Saturday. Oh, Zach Hosking is trying to get a penalty here. And there will be 2 streams on Sunday. It just won't be me. It'll be Antonio, because I'll be at the Titans Dogs game, obviously, with that vlog coming out on Monday at 5:30 p.m. Good offload there. Dylan Edwards. Edwards going here. Gets it off to Sorensen. Sorensen didn't get the offload away. Could have done. Time to hang the boots up. Mr. Martin hasn't been good since he left the Dogs. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? 4 tackle at the 30. Panthers out to Nathan Cleary. He's 25 metres out. Sorensen. Great run here by Sorensen. Can't go wrong with a blue headphone stream. Cannot do that. You definitely can't go wrong with that. Right hand side to Cleary. Up it goes. Pretty alright. Kick's not too bad. Good take by Reece Walsh though. Needed that, but Crichton manhandles him. Oh, he's not an Origin fullback, man. I'm sorry. He's not. Oh, good crunching tackle by Crichton as well. Crichton's been pretty good defensively today. He's been really aiming up. I don't think he's played enough to put himself into that Origin equation over the likes of Tom Trbojevic, Campbell Graham, but he's been defensively solid today. Jock Madden. Oh, that's a bad pass by Madden. Panthers going to score here. Jerome Luai at the 15. That's all on Madden. That was a hospital pass. Tyron Peachy brings his ball to about 30 metres out. That was a hospital pass and a half there by Jock Madden. Has absolutely, utterly screwed the Broncos here. Right-hand side, they give it off to Cleary. Cleary here to Lindsay Smith, and he'll be taking down 10 metres out of the line. Broncos have had decent defence so far today in today's game, so maybe they can hold him out again, but it just doesn't look like the Broncos have anything in the old ticker to get a score going here. Second tackle, 3 metres out from the line. Sam says, do you think the Broncos will even get a single point past penalty tonight? No, I do not. Mitch Kenny, not with the way the game's been played out, and with Jock Madden as the main guy for the 7. Third, Reece Walsh, you are an idiot. I am absolutely astounded how stupid that penalty was Reece Walsh just gave up. That's insane. Reece Walsh arguing this is giving me an aneurysm internally. Like, this is... Listening to Reece Walsh defend him strip this ball out right now is insane. Like, he's not in the act of scoring there. You have pulled him. Yeah, where is Payne Haas? Where is Payne Haas? Good question. So, Liam Martin rolls that ball back to Mitch Kenny. Kenny to Isaiah Yeo. Isaiah Yeo taking down 5 metres after the line, second tackle. Imagine if Walsh did that in Origin. I'd lose it. All right, Liam Martin back into Lindsay Smith. Yeah, Payne Haas taking a nap. He didn't even look tired when he came off. There must be something. All right, Liam Martin, Dylan Edwards. Edwards hit a Cleary. Cleary underneath the Crichton. Crichton here! Crichton! Oh, no! Wow, half a metre short of the line. Fourth tackle. Half a metre short. Mitch Kenny out to Cleary. Cleary himself. Easy try, baby. See you later, Bronx. Too easy. Nathan Cleary, bang, right through the middle. Right through the middle. And he's been doing it all night. He's been doing it all night. Obviously, the tactics and the analytics have showed that Cleary run the line was going to score tonight. That's what they've obviously been training for and practicing for, and that's what he's been doing all night, and it finally worked out this time. Cleary right through the middle, underneath the post, basically, and that's 12 able to kick to come. Way too easy. Sam says, I feel stupid. I took the Broncos over 1.5 points. I don't think that's shit, man. There's still 30 minutes to go this game, but it's just like the Broncos have no attack, and the Panthers have been too good today. Just way too good. But 30 minutes to go in the game, guys. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here. I can't see the Broncos coming back from here. Saturn Gunn says, get packing Schmalkos. Mevita says, Cleary clearly scores a try. I'm going to time you out for that tongue twister. I'm going to time you out for that deliberate tongue twister. Bozy Boy says, never tipping Schmalkos again. You're an idiot for tipping the Schmalkos in the first place. No, Adam Reynolds. Broncos over 1.5 points, surely. Why is it 1.5? Why wouldn't it just be 0.5? They're not going to kick a field goal with 1-0. Should have known Cleary run the ball all night. Yeah, Lucas. God help the people who traded out Cleary and Supercoach. Like, trade him out next week, but God help you if you already trade him out. And Nathan Cleary goes bang. So we 14-0 here. Let's go have a look at what Supercoach score he is on right now. It'd be about 80 or so. 56, but they haven't given him the try yet. The try hasn't been adjusted yet. Crichton 31. Oh, yikes. Oh, big yikes. Torova 58. You take that. You take that every day of the week. Both boys, I'm not an idiot. I just want to see the world burn. No. You want to see the world burn and you are an idiot. What are your thoughts on Josh Papali'i rep retirement? Oh, he was a fantastic player. But I think there's time. You know, you've got guys like Mwaki Fodawaker there, Lindsay Collins. Who else is there that we went over before? Ruben Cotter as well. I think it was time, man. He's done his job for Queensland. He's been absolutely fantastic in doing so, and you know he wants to obviously just settle down for the rest of his career, pump it out with the Raiders, and you know all done and dusted. That time Haas is on. Oh yeah, Payne Haas on. He makes a tackle first straight away. I don't get why they would have had him off for so long. It's not like you'd manage your minutes against the Panthers. Especially when you're down 8-0, like, another tackle here by Payne Haas already. Like, why? Egan says, Dan Petters win fair play. Walters is picking his son, and Madden is unforgiving. They are clearly not good enough. I agree. And you're a Broncos fan. And I'm agreeing with you. Again, people always say, oh, Blaze is biased towards anti-Broncos. It's like, yeah, I hate the Broncos, but in the same sense, I can also sit back and have an analytical opinion regardless. Oh! I think that's a knock on to even the Panthers. It's going to be 0 tackle, yeah. No, there you go. It's going to be Broncos ball here at the 10, 13. Maybe he's injured, but he's on, Dustin. So he can't be injured because he's on right now. It's not really a surprise. Cleary is playing against no one. No disrespect to Madden. Like, yeah, Madden's been decent defensive tonight, but yeah, you're right. I found it really mature from Papali'i to pass down the torch to the younger props. Yeah, well, Papali'i is a great bloke, man. Great bloke and done some fantastic things for Queensland. And the Raiders, Kurt Capewell here. Taking another 35, second tackle. Maybe a bit of momentum, motivation here. Who do you have winning the NBA Championship? The Chicago Bulls. Right-hand side, and Herbie Farnworth will get this ball to the 45 there. The Chicago Bulls have been undefeated all season, mate. 82-0. Haven't lost a game. Just swept through the playoffs right now, and they're already into the finals. So, yeah, I've got the Chicago Bulls. Third tackle now, Paddy Carrigan. He'll get taken down. Oh, good offload there. Jock Madden. He'll get taken down at the 40. I genuinely have the Nuggets to win, to be fair. I think they do it this year. They've choked a lot, but I think they do it this year. Oh, lost ball, Hetherington. Well, no. Well, no, referee. Well, no, referee. Oh, Jock Madden! Jock Madden! Ah! Reese! Broncos have scored there, but that should have been a knock-on against Hetherington. Like, Broncos have scored there, but that absolutely was a knock-on by Hetherington. Like, that gets called every day of the week, in every game. Can we go have a look at this Hetherington knock-on, please? That's a nice play by Jock Madden, though. It is a nice play by Jock Madden, regardless. If this is a try, I hope it's a try for his sake. But the Broncos will score a try there. So it's 14-4 to kids coming. It will be 14-6. But I'm pretty certain there was a knock-on. I don't think this is an obstruction. That's an... Is that not a knock-on? Yeah, they're going to have a look at this, I reckon. They're still in the same play. It's still the same play. No, they're going to check this. I'm telling you, this is a knock-on. I'm telling you this is a knock-on. Possible knock-on from Cubby Hetherington. No shit, Sherlock. Okay, let's have a look here. Hetherington, and it's a knock-on. It is absolutely knock-on. No shit, Sherlock! I called it live! It's not rocket science, man. How does it take you this long to see that? Like, it's madness. It was so obviously a knock-on. God, help us, referees. It really isn't that hard. Like, how are we seeing this live? And so obviously, it's called a knock-on 24/7, that. It's always called a knock-on. The fact that the referees play that on is absolutely ludicrous. It really is. At least the bunker got it right, because the bunker hasn't been great in recent weeks, but at least the bunker got it right. I know, Rooster, man. I should be a ref. I should be a bunker. God help us. You come to me, BKRsport. Let's instead of having the bunker, just give me a call while we're doing our stream, and I'll give him the right call. How about that? How about that? Just give the referee my number and give me a call. I'll go from BKRsport to Bunkerman. Bunkerman Sport. So second tackle here at the 40. And it's going to give me Sonny Liu to Luai to Sorensen, taking down 28 minutes out from the line. Oh, now we've got the Waz fans complaining. Holy shit. This is what you do, NRL! This is what you do! We have to listen to Waz fans complaining now. Week in, week out, the game has nothing to do with you. You've now obviously seen it's not just rigged against you, it's just they're inept. It's got nothing to do with the Waz. They're just inept. The last 2 weeks has just shown that. Waz fans, you're outrageous. You're outrageous. Game that has nothing to do with them. Still complain. So that's going to be a knock on there against the Panthers. Game has got nothing to do with the Warriors. In this game, in the Broncos versus Storm game, and they're still complaining. They are something. You Waz fans are something else. You are something else. Hilarious. It's all good. Sasha says if players ref bunker, the Waz would stop getting... Oh, okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god! Oh, Neymar Ula Lewis says 4 no tries. Yeah, but there should have been more. Dorova should have been a no try. Sorensen should have been a try. Kurt Catewell crunched by Crichton their third tackle. Fixed rigged match. Oh no. And now we get the rigged match comments. Like it was obviously a no try. I'm going to have an aneurysm. I'm going to have an aneurysm dealing with you people. I'll tell you. Rigged match, eh? Have you eaten? I have eaten, man. I have eaten. So Broncos, you get the offload away to Selwyn Cobbo. And Cobbo taking down the halfway point. Throws the ball backwards. Still fit tackle here. Off to Jock Madden. And Madden kicks it. Couldn't do anything else there. You can't blame Madden for that kick. You know what, Lauren? We're timing you out for starting this Waz bullshit. How about that? We're timing you out for starting this Waz bullshit. My God. Yeah, good on you, Truck. And get in on. Get in a lorry. So second tackle over the Panthers, the halfway point. Shocking fit tackle from the Broncos. Yeah, it was. And that's what happens, though. That's what happens when you don't have Adam Reynolds. That's where the fair complaints will be from the Broncos. So third tackle here, 38 minutes out here from the line. Sonny Luke gives it up to Moses Leota. Mafia. Oh, Mitchell, don't, please. God, oh, knock on Panthers. Knock on Panthers. That is a knock on. Bloody Waz, it's always about them. It really is, Nath, isn't it? It really is. It really is. We can't sit here and enjoy a match here. Oh, that should actually be a penalty. You should have challenged that. If the Panthers should absolutely challenge that call. Border says the game getting bored. Broncos aren't getting anywhere. Well, Panthers are dominating this game. No, they are dominating this game. It should have been a penalty to the Panthers just then, though. That was a pretty obvious penalty, too. And then the Broncos are going to get a penalty. Alright. So the Broncos get the penalty at the 40. Reece Thomas says rigged, and I say timeout for annoying. Justin Sanders says Panthers always seem to be involved in very low-scoring games, apart from last week against us. Yes, because the Panthers are usually very good defensively, and their attack isn't exactly unbelievable at the moment. Let's not lie. And that is another annoying person. See you later. Their attack isn't exactly unbelievable, the Panthers, at the moment. So I guess that's why they would have low-scoring games, because their defense is the best defense in the league by a long way. Like, distance to second or third, or whoever. I know Rabbitoh's like third, I think. I don't know who's second. But yeah, Panthers' attack isn't as good as it has been in the past, but they're just so defensively solid. Payne Haas, good work there, but taking out the 15. Jazz, mate, it's out of control. It's a man. Oh, Farnworth. Oh, he's been held up last second. Otherwise, that was a try. That was good play from the Bronx, too. 4 tackling, 5 minutes out. Ezra Mann. Off to Jock Madden. Madden at the back here. Carrigan. Carrigan gets on the Reece Welsh. It's for tackle. He kicks it across. Selwyn Copper! Try time for the Broncos. Game on. Game on. Selwyn Copper at the try time. No, I think this is a try, Justin. I think this is a try. I know you're saying knock on question mark, but I think this is a try. Exactly right, Border. A little patience, Broncos fans. Try changes everything. Yeah, exactly right. The Broncos get a try here, I would assume. I don't think this is a knock on. I'm pretty certain this is a try. Nice kick from Reece Welsh. It was on 4 tackle. It was ballsy. You can't blame Turuva there. It's just a nice play there from Reece Welsh. Well, there's a Broncos fan in the background who wasn't even celebrating that. Why are you bother going to the game? This is definitely a try for me. And I'm pretty certain it's a try. Yeah, try confirmed. Try confirmed. 20 minutes to go here in the game, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here. I don't see Penrith losing this game, but it's a good try there for the Broncos. A good try for the Broncos. 17 tries in past 14 games at Suncorp Stadium, Selwyn Copper. I would love the Broncos to score again and to make this a real tight finish. Yeah, confirm. I want to see the other angle. Yeah, I don't trust the Broncos for shit. Let's have a look here. Okay, slow it down. Slow it down. Oof. They're not slowing it down enough, but yeah, that's not the angle. We want to see the actual angle. Oh, cool. So Stags is the one kicking in for the Broncos tonight. Career goals, 49-67. Yeah, I'm not convinced either Sunday, to be honest with you. And Stags will miss the kick. So I'll say it's a 10-point game. But I'm not actually... Looking at that just then, they didn't slow it down enough. I think they need to slow that play down because I wasn't convinced as well that he got that down just then. Maybe this angle will show it here. If they slow it down, please. Yeah, that put down was pretty cool strike. I agree. Let's have a look here. Oh, you're not going to see it. Oh, I think that angle showed probably it was a try. Looked like there was pressure on it. But it's like, just show us in slow motion. But I think that angle there showed it was probably a try, yeah. Most try assists in Premiership 2023. Reece Welsh 15, Dylan Brown 14, Adam Reynolds 12, Cody Walker 12, and Cherry Evans 11. That angle was a bit better, yeah. It looked like he got enough on that one. All right, so Jock Madden catches that ball at the 5, brings it out. Oh, got slapped back to the 10. Wow. 9.5 minutes to go here. Call him to slow it down. Call him and tell him to slow it down. Hey, listen. Muppets. Slow that shit down! That's what I'm thinking. That's what I called them. They hung up on me, though. So, third tackle with the Broncos at 25 minutes out. Damon says, I hate Stags, Muppet. Oh, penalty of Broncos. Momentum. Tasman says, I hate Stags, Muppet couldn't kick a cow in the guts. 14-4 is the worst score ever. Alright, so Jock Madden with a pretty decent kick to curl away. So it'll be 48 minutes out from their own line. Broncos, yeah, it's only 2 tries. Like, I don't see it happening, but like if the Broncos do come back here, this would be pretty impressive. It would be impressive. Tell you a lot about the resilience of the Broncos team, considering they've been absolutely whooped for 60 minutes, realistically. Just the attack of the Panthers is not good enough. The defense of the Panthers is the best defense in the league, but the attack is just not good enough. It's not. So Billy Walters here, Jock Madden, Payne Haas. And Haas, yeah, they're really all rushing on Haas, which is pretty obvious. Yet to get 80 metres in his 9th run. Short ball, Catewell. Jeez, Catewell's definitely played himself. That's a knock on. That's a knock on. Wow, they didn't call it. Catewell's definitely played himself into an Origin jersey of the year for me. Like, he's proven himself a lot in today's game. Enough to obviously warrant the loyalty and the solidity of this Queensland team. Billy Walters off to Carrigan. Carrigan at the back of Ezra Mam. Ezra Mam! Taken down 10 metres out. Fit tackle. 10 metres out. Fit tackle here. Billy Walters off to Jock Madden. Madden puts that bottom in the air here. Puts it up. Oh! Join the Broncos! Now, recently, I'm going to have to time you out because it's a little bit early, but I'm pretty certain it's a try time here. I'm going to check this for... I think this is a try. They're saying no. No interference on contest. And if he gets the ball down on the first bit. This could be a try for the Broncos here. They're onside. Payne Haas was probably offside, but he doesn't get involved in the play. No, there's going to be a penalty, Panthers. No try. Reece Walsh. Oh, and Reece Walsh, what's he doing? Reece Walsh an idiot. There's no try. Reece Walsh an idiot. Reece Walsh not even going up for the ball. He takes out Sorensen, and then he just comes and takes out Tyrone Peachy. What did you just say? Are you telling me that Reece Walsh is going for the ball there? Are you dreaming? Are you dreaming? Are you dreaming? Are you dreaming? That is a horrible call if you call this a try. He takes Sorensen out and Peachy. No shit, Sherlock, man. It's not rocket science. Why do we have literal morons in the bunker? How on... The referee on the field told the bunker he's not satisfied with the decision. Oh. No shit, Sherlock. No shit. No shit, Sherlock. Well done, the referee. The referee has called the bunker out for being wrong. You know this game is an absolute shambles when the referee on field, who went up as a no try, has then been told that it's clear and that it's going to be a try. The referee's gone up and said, I'm not confident in this call. Told him to go and have a look at it again, and he's called it a no try. Like, it's baffling. It's baffling the stupidity. Like, it's baffling the stupidity. That is a very clear no try. Very, very clear no try. I cannot believe that the bunker is so stupid. And now you got Broncos fans saying it's rigged. You are stupid if you think that's a try. Oh my God. Every week we've got this shit. Every single week, man. I can't believe it. I cannot believe the audacity of the referee on the field who checked the bunker to have to tell the bunker, I'm not confident in your call. I don't think it's right. Oh, holy damn. I think there might be more bunker layoffs. You hope so, Colin. I hope so. Fourth tackle here. It's outrageous. That is so dumb. Like, that was wild. 16.5 minutes to go here. Mid tackle. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe. This game's a shambles. Players are sooking up to refs too, playing for anything. Naturally, so what does the bunker actually do again other than make shit calls? Well, see, naturally, lad, you've also got to remember that you got given a try for Sunday that was a very blatant double movement as well. So it's like, Panthers fans, like, I wouldn't be complaining too much about the referees because, one, the right call got made there. Yes, I think Scotty Sorensen was clearly a try, but another thing is that was definitely a double movement for Sunday in the first 5-10 minutes of the game, whatever. It's just, yet again, just the same old bullshit. Again, the same old bullshit. Alright, so the Broncos are at 30. I can't believe I reacted that heavily and that strongly, but that's because, you know, ultimately, we're passionate about the game. Ball bounce here for Dylan Edwards at the 25. So Torova gets off one tackle from Samuel Cobbo. Gets out to 35. Good run. We react passionately because even though I'm not a fan of either of these teams, overall we love the game. And passion of the game, we want to see a fair game. Australians love just straight up, you win or you lose as long as it was fair and as long as you gave it a crack. That's the Australian way. And watching this shit for the last 2 weeks has been absolutely outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. Beyond anything I've ever seen before. This season has it all, realistically. Realistically, this season has had it all, eh? Close games, controversy, close, ladder. Good offload there by Luai. Luai to Sonny Luke. Luke hit Nathan Cleary. Cleary underneath there to Edwards. Edwards to Yo. Yo here 20 metres out here from the line. 15 metres out. Yeah, first game of the weekend too, Olivia. Sonny Luke out to Cleary. Cleary gets it up to Crichton. Crichton kicks it through. Good kick. It's going to be a dropout. Oh, well done, Walsh. Oh. It's going to say in goal here. I thought he was out. I thought he was in the field of play. I don't agree with this. I thought the Walsh got out of the in-goal here. Oh, his foot goes out anyway. His foot went out anyway. So either way, it's... Oh, no, it's the right call by the referee. No, he made the right call there. I'm actually commending of the referee in today's game. The referee has had enough... Yeah, he went into touch. Right call. I think the referee has made... I'm actually okay with the referee. But he's made some bad... No, I'm not. That was a good call, and I really appreciate that he told the bunker to basically eat a dick just then. And I thought the Muppets came Sunday. So Moses Leota here will be first out with the Panthers. They score here, it's game over. They score here, it's game over. Adam G can intervene with bunker calls, yet bunker can't intervene with a ref call. Made on field, I don't get this game. Who's in charge? Oh, no, bro. Oh, no. Alright, so left-hand side now for Isaiah Yo. Yo gives it off here to Fisher Harris. Good run. Knocks over Billy Walters. Collins says, need to go to bed for work this game. Right-hand side here. Neymar, we're going to give you one more timeout, bro. You've been saying rigged this entire time. You obviously have no idea about rugby league. Fisher Harris gives it off to Edwards. Edwards! Oh, my God. How did the Broncos stop him from scoring? Great defense having the Broncos to hold him out. Sonny Luke gets it out the back of Cleary. Cleary. Oh, this should be an easy try. Oh, no. Terrible kick from Luai. Wow. Wait. Terrible kick from Luai. The goal line defense for the Broncos has been... Yeah, goal line defense for the Broncos has been good. Panthers' attack has been... Oh, no. I'd give the credit to the Broncos. Did he score then? It looked like he nearly even scored. Yeah, it used to be years ago, if you put the ball on the bottom of the goalpost, even though it was like half a metre away from where the actual line is, it was a try. Obviously, it's not like that anymore, though. You're right, we'd rather be talking about how great the game is than the ref calls. Absolutely. You don't want to be talking about the refs. You want to be just talking about a good game, a footy. This game's been fine. I mean, I still enjoyed it. Still had a good time. So left-hand side here, Walters off to Jock Madden. Not a good kick there from Madden at all. And Brian Toto brings it back here to the 30. Good strong run, though. Still going. Take another 35 or so. After Crichton. And he'll get taken out to 45. I feel like this game's going to end 20-4. That's what I'm feeling like this game finishes up at. Don't know why my code just froze. Alright, Toruva. He'll get this ball out to the 45. Broncos fans, you really want to win this game, mate, because you got a tough trip next week, New Zealand. Broncos get 3 buys in the last 11 rounds. This is a challenging period. And then Warriors in New Zealand after a bye next week. Oh, what's happening with the bounce? Oh no, bad bounce there for the Broncos, but we drop out coming up. So, dropout coming up here. Nice little kick there from Cleary. First line dropout. Wow, this is the first line dropout. Yeah, it is. Yeah, wow. Good kick from Cleary, though. Alright, so relatively... Oh, it's a knock on. It's actually gone backwards. Ooh. I'd challenge that. I'd challenge that on the Panthers. I think Edwards has knocked this backwards here. Could be wrong. Panthers need to try to finish it off. Yeah, they don't need it, but I think, yeah, next try, game over. Alright, let's see if this goes forward or backwards. Yeah. It's alright, cool. It's backwards. So they're 2 from 2 the challenge. The Panthers will start with the ball about 20 minutes out. So they'll be backwards there, and Panthers get the ball. Good challenge. Why is it 0 tackle? Oh, why is it 0 tackle? Oh, I guess because this is their first tackle. Yeah, I get it. Rare bunker, good call. Yeah, that was a good call for the bunker. So Panthers here, Isaiah Yo gives it out to Fisher Harris, and he'll get this ball to about 18 metres out from the line now. Alright, Sonny Luke off to Isaiah Yo. Lauren Towers says, how long is Reynolds out for? I think he's back next week. I don't know. Probably back same time as Martin for our wires. Hard run for us. Wires can't too. After a bye, like, you should be pretty confident next week. Like, it'll be a tough game, but like I'd be confident if I'm in the wires next week. Third tackle in for the Panthers there. 5 meters out at the back here to Isaiah Yo. Yo here to Cleary. Cleary at the back here to Tyron Peachy. Jeez, he's got on passe. Fourth tackle, 3 meters out from the line. 10 minutes to go here in the game, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe for new round. Don't forget all the... Oh, sorry, Luke. Try. No. Good defense. The Broncos on the line. Oh, KO's going to freeze again on me. Oh, KO's going to freeze again on me. Cool. Cool. I don't get to watch anything here. Oh, cool. KO's going to freeze on me again. I would really, really like to watch the game. I would really, really like to watch the game, KO. Let's try to go live. Okay, so second tackle, the Broncos, 5 minutes out. I don't know what happened, but KO messed up for me. All right, Herbie Farnworth out to... What's going on with KO right now? What's the shit? 10 minutes to go, and KO just decided to absolutely shit bricks. What's going on? Walsh quarter for once. I didn't get to see. This is why when we spam try when his KO is messed up. Okay, now we're going to time it out. It's not the timer. All right, let's try to do this. I don't know what's going on here. Why is KO messing up right now? It says Ponga's never had a cramp unlike Walsh. All right, Panthers with the ball here. It'll be first tackle, 25 minutes out from the red line. How will the Broncos catch up? Broncos don't catch up in this game. They had a chance until they knocked the ball on. If it wasn't a knock on Kobe Hetherington, which it was, it would have been, 14-10 game. $30 on KO a month for this. Well, at least it's working now for me. At least it's working now. All right, Sonia Torova gets his ball out to the 45. Third tackle. I've really loved Sonia Torova today. Nothing's... Oh, my God. KO again. KO again. Liam Martin off to Tyron Peachy, who get this ball to the 45. I tell you what, I'm so hungry right now. Bunker more credits for the Bronx. Oh, okay. Broncos fans are going to start complaining as if they've been robbed here. Like, there's been bad calls on both sides. I can tell you that right now. There has been bad calls on both sides. And in regards to the last couple, like, most of these no tries have been no tries, FYI. Except for the Sorensen one, which should have been a try to the Panthers. Up it goes there. Good take there by Jesse Arthurs. Oh, every Thursday night game right now is just feeling like an absolute slog due to the bullshit. All right, second tackle now. Ezra Mam gives it off here to Payne Haas, and Haas will get this ball to the 25. Third tackle now. Broncos fans are going to complain about Reynolds being out. Oh, no. Oh, no, this had nothing to do with Reynolds. This game has nothing to do with Reynolds. It just doesn't. $0 for VIP box, but delayed. Mrs. Spoiler, no, man. No, that's way too delayed. We did that in Fiji. Jeez, that was delayed. That was like 2 minutes delayed. That was horrific. Because then we have people just spamming, like, what happens? You can't deal with it. Fifth tackle, Jock Madden kicks that up. And Dylan Edwards is going to bring this ball back into the 20, 25 to the... They're still going here, Edwards. Edwards still going here. To Torova. Torova sets on the inside here. Gets out to the left. He's away here, Torova. He's still going, Torova. Good run to the 40. Well, no. Well, no. Oh, well, no. That should have nearly been a penalty. Jordan Ricky settled down. That should have nearly been a penalty. Good hit there by Jock Madden. The right-hand side here gives it off here to Edwards. Edwards on the inside. Ah! That was a shot by Ricky. Oh, Sorensen just got annihilated. Absolutely annihilated by Jordan Ricky. Jerome Luai, 22 minutes out of the line. Jeez, Sorensen just got crunched. Cleary! Oh, that's going to be... I think Broncos ball. Wow, lucky. Oh, jeez. The physicality for the Broncos, though, is still there. Definitely still there, the old physicality. Oh, my God. There's going to be a biffo. These guys are going at it right now. These guys are getting slapped around. Panthers gave a good hit there to... jeez, what's... off. And they've had to kick it from inside their own 20 there, the Broncos. That's a huge kick. That's a monster kick from Walsh. Monster kick. Edwards now brings his ball back here to the 30, to the 35, and Carrigan, good tackle there at the 35. First tackle, 5 minutes 50 to go here of the game. Luai off to Torova. Luck our Captain Hines. Cleary's on a good score, isn't he? Cleary's on 108 points, mate. So, I don't know what you're talking about. Cleary's on 108 points. He'll probably bank up to maybe 120. Do you think the Panthers will play it safe from here on? Well, it's 10 points. Yeah, they'll just play it out like they normally play. They don't need to change anything. Game's not played as an attacking game in this game. They'll just play it out. Finish it up. This is when the Broncos get silly. Yeah, Broncos usually do get silly around now. Paddy got over 60 tackles. Wow, Lucas, that's huge. Paddy's been good tonight. Like, nothing special on attack, but defensively, he's just been a monster. And that's why he's that number 13 for Queensland. Jesse Arthur's too easy to catch there. 15 minutes out from his own line. Don't forget, guys, we'll be streaming the Roosters Dragons and also Butter the Squeals taking on the South Sydney Rabbitohs tomorrow night. Both games. Yeah, Jesse Arthur's injured here. Hope he's alright. Might be just cramp. Probably just cramp. Reece Walsh at the back to Madden. Madden into Stags. Stags done nothing, eh? Stags done nothing today. James Joe says 1 to 12 should be for the Panthers. One more try, Broncos. It is already 1 to 12, James. Left hand side. Payne Haas out to Reece Walsh. Picks it up off the grass. And Walsh is going to kick this ball through here. And that was a good play by Reece Walsh. He's still going here. He's still going here. Jock Madden. Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, no. Jock Madden, all you had to do is pass the ball to Reece Walsh there. They score. Oh, that's painful to watch this then. That should have been a try, Broncos, but Jock Madden's silly. Oh, they had Reece Walsh on the right, but he gives it to Ezra Mam, and then Ezra Mam should have passed that ball to Reece Walsh there. Oh. Yeah, Jimmy, that was the game right there. If Ezra doesn't dummy that, they probably score. Reece Walsh will score. So, yeah, big yikes there by the old Broncos. That was the game right there. They're absolutely with it in the range with 3.5 minutes to go. If they score that, it would have been a 4-point game. Jeez, that would have been an absolute thief in the night. That would have been an absolute sneaky little gypsy if they had scored to win this game. Now, the Broncos don't deserve to win the game. Like, there's no one who can argue the Broncos were a better team today. They don't deserve to win the game. They've given it a good, decent go at it, but attacking-wise, they've just... See, look, Cleary's been attacking the line every single play. It's obviously part of the tactics. No one can tell me the Broncos have been a better team today. Poor calls on both sides. More... I'd say both teams have copped the same amount of horrific calls. But most of the no tries weren't no tries, though. Like, it was frustrating to see that the referee had to interfere with the bunker. There's been a couple of chip and chases tonight. Yeah, it's been alright. Happy Farmer taking down at the 15th, third tackle. That's a Mams. That's 2 losses in a row now for the Broncos, isn't it? Who did the Broncos play last week again? Melbourne Storm. Yeah, 2 losses in a row. Oh, good pass there from Madden and Patrick Carrigan. Carrigan hit Tony Stats. Massive tackle by Sunda Torova, though. Huge tackle by Sunda Torova to stop a try there. They score on this play. It's still game on, but no Madden. No Madden. No Madden. No Madden. You don't go deep here. Brian Tott with a fantastic catch, but no, Jock Madden. You don't go deep on a play like that with 2 minutes to go. You need to score 2 times. You don't do that. Yeah, exactly right. Cooper Kong's saying the same thing as I'm saying right now. Edwards here goes out to the left. It'll be taken down at 25. Like, it's still been an interesting game to watch and a fun game to watch in a lot of ways. But it's just annoying that we've had to talk about the referees as much as we have. Third tackle. Yes, the ref has been poor call strike, but again, the Panthers have just said, oh, that's a high tackle. Oh, mate, that's silly, mate. That's silly. That's a real high, man. That's high, man. That's really silly. From Money to Pout. Yeah, very clearly. Surprising, because they usually would call that a sin bin. That was pretty blatant, too. Troy Harris, it's going to be a great game next week against my team, the Warriors. I think they're going to sin bin him here. On report. Ooh, they usually call that bin. Yeah, it will be a good game. Broncos Warriors I look forward to next week. Because the Titans on the bye, so I get to watch every game next week, which is great. But that's usually a bin, FYI. Alright, Broncos here on the back foot. Can they keep this as a 1-12 game? They don't want to give up too much points differential because the Sharkies right now, they'll be down by 10 points if they were to beat the... Brian Toto. Taking down to 15 minutes after the line second tackle. Who are the Sharks playing again? I think... Tigers? No, Tigers play Cowboys. Oh, Cleary. Still going here. Cleary still going. Most Leota. Who the Sharks play again this week? Knights. They play the Knights in Coffs. If the Sharks win by over 10 points, they go second. Panthers go first. No. Isaiah! Fourth tackle. He'll be held up over the line here. The Panthers should try and go for some more points. But then again, they've got great points differential. Panthers will go first after this game. Rabbitohs still play the Eels tomorrow night. The Broncos will go to third. But if the Sharks win by over 10 points tomorrow, or just on Saturday, they will... They're going to have a field goal here, the Panthers. Nathan Cleary has got it. He's got it. 11 points. 15-4 with the final scoreline there. 15-4 to be the final scoreline there for the Panthers. Nathan Cleary slaps it through. And, yeah, wow, that was a tiring game, eh? That was a tiring game. Broncos gave it a good go. Never looked like really winning the game. But the thing is, they came back strong. Bunker horrific tonight. I wouldn't say anybody's been robbed here. I would say that the Panthers were clearly the better team. The Panthers had a try that they shouldn't have had. They also had a no try Sorensen that they should have had. The Broncos tries were no tries. The other Panthers tries were no tries. But it's just the way the carry on tonight from the bunker was absolutely outrageous. And for the referee on field who went to the bunker to have to tell the bunker, no, I believe you're wrong, and then to rethink it, and then the bunker immediately changes its call, seems very dodgy to me. It's very dodgy to me that. It's very dodgy that the bunker has the audacity to change that call immediately based off of what the on-field referee is saying. It means that he's just gone with the referee. I don't know. That's dodgy for me. That was really, really dodgy. But Panthers deserved winners there. They go to the top of the table. Rabbitohs, obviously, if they go beat the Eels tomorrow, they go to top of the table with the Panthers in second. But, yeah, interesting game. This season's crazy. So, guys, obviously, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. We'll be back for the Dragons versus Roos. I think Dragons versus tomorrow, isn't it? Or who is the game tomorrow? Who is this game? Who is the other game tomorrow? I know that the Rabbitohs and Eels game is later. Is the 8 p.m. game. Why can't I get the NRL draw up right now? Why can't I get the NRL draw? Actually, let's go back to my team. Maybe it'll show me. Okay, yeah, Dragons, Roosters, and then Rabbitohs, Sharks. No, Rabbitohs, Parramatta. Yeah. All right, we'll be back tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. for those two games there. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Like I said, thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.